Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome everybody to the end of the world. Gamescom 17 is here to say get your hype ready, get ready to play. We've got a lot of talk to talk, so we brought Dolvac and bought lots of shots to shoot shit with Shiver. Nakar is the winner, so get ready for hype, and holy hell, hype building. It's killing, the hype seems to be winning. I've got nothing left to say, so best we beginning.
I'm already upset. I'm already distressed.
Sorry, Dolvac. You don't have an option. You're here now.
Stuck.
You're stuck. Okay, so welcome to the pre-stream before the re-stream that builds up to the post-stream. All of Star Citizen Gamescom 2017 hype. We're going to talk a little bit about... Oh, that's a terrible pour. What have I done?
The only way that you could have given that more head was if you were a Chinese hooker.
It's a good way to start.
Yep. Good way to start. So hello, everyone. Welcome to Relay. Dolvac, how you doing?
I'm like slightly panicked because like a week ago I was like, oh my god, Gamescom is next week, and then it was suddenly today, and here I am. And so I don't know what to think. I'm angry. I'm not sure at what yet. I'm sure as we watch this stream together, we will find something to be angry at. So we're going to get through it. Don't you worry.
I think we'll also maybe find some things to be happy about. We'll have to see when the stream actually begins.
We better hope so, because the last one was not great.
Yeah, so and that's something that we're going to talk about shortly. But before we begin, so here's the plan. We are going to run this stream right now for about an hour and a half. That will bring us to 3 p.m. Eastern, my time, which is when CIG have said that the presentation is going to start. But we do know CIG, it might start late. We're going to be re-hosting the CIG stream, so you can all sit in this chat and talk about it, rather than try and talk against the 40,000 people in RSI's chat. And then once CIG is done, we're going to move to another format, have even more people, and we're all just going to sit and yell about it. So, yeah.
Hey, David.
Yeah.
Your camera's broadcasting at like 144p.
Yes, I know. Skype, I don't have another option.
Oh, nice. Nice. That's awesome.
Jim, you're not allowed to shut the servers down. Keep them up.
Yes. Please.
So the past like 9 months to a year for CIG haven't been the most hot. I think we can all agree.
Except for ATV, which has been spectacular.
Except for there was definitely a streak of ATVs in there that have been pretty good.
2017 started off kind of poorly.
As far as releases, big drops, presentations,
Nothing.
Not super hot.
No.
Yeah.
So we're hoping this can be the CIG redemption hour. Let's see if they can bring it back.
They themselves...
I'm curious.
They themselves haven't even been too much building the hype, as it were, right? Like, they haven't really been talking much about what they're going to show. We found out yesterday from Chris that they won't be showing Squadron 42 at all today, but he did heavily hint that it might be at SitCon. So what do you guys think of that?
To be fair, that was also said last year, so...
Yes, it was. But
knows?
He didn't actually say that it would be at CitizenCon. He was like, I don't want to say anything. We hope, maybe, I'm not, no, question mark. You can look it up, go watch it. I'm pretty sure that's a direct paraphrasing of what he said, so...
Maybe he doesn't want to get in shit again. That's all.
Which he still hasn't learned that, by the way. We're still kind of...
He's working on it.
They're all working on it.
There's also like the whole thing that, so like throughout this week they've been dropping like these little like mini ship commercials, I guess, Like we got
That'd
one
be
for the
good.
Ursa, we got one, and they're not really a ship commercial because they're not in the same format as the old ones. It's more like a highlight
Oh
thing,
man, the
I
Prospector
guess.
one is amazing.
But like,
So good.
if you look, was it in the Prospector one? There's a Vondel, it like
Mm-hmm.
fucking straight up in that shit, and
Just
then
chilling.
like an hour ago, it's on Reddit if someone can find it. There's an image of what
get it.
looks to be it's a giant Vondel cap ship. I think it's the Vondel Hunter, I believe.
Where
Is
did
what it
where did
is.
that image come from?
I don't know. It's new though.
There it is. Oh, it's the Aurora LX promotion.
Yeah, and there's straight up a fucking like gigantic fucking Vondel cap ship in the background there.
David, put that on the screen. You're on the spot. Do it now.
Can you set? Where is it? Send me a link in
I sent it
Discord.
to you. I sent it to you in Discord.
Okay, give me a second. I'll find it and grab it.
But no, like so they've
Wow.
been doing this like past like 2 days have had like a weird Vondel theme to them that seems somewhat out of place unless they were like building up to something. So I don't know what that is. I'm of the personal opinion that there's no way they would really go deep into Vondel stuff unless they were doing major Squadron 42 stuff at the same time. They may have felt maybe they don't have enough, so they like we did get the thing earlier where we were talking about the
Hang on. Interestingly enough, this photo, if you go to save it, it's actually called Ancient Derelicts.
Yes, it is.
okay.
So,
Wait.
didn't they say at one point that there might be a really big surprise in 3.0?
Oh shit. Okay, this actually makes I was actually about to bring this to this. Remember the video from months ago with the Reclaimer?
Yep.
And there was like a gigantic Vondel ship right there.
That video and the Prospector video had a lot of the same like vibes actually.
Yeah, actually yeah, it was all foggy and it's very like obscured.
Yeah.
Is there any way to tell what planet this is? Like in the background here? I don't think it's
No.
No.
It'd be pretty hard.
Yeah. So essentially, like, maybe that's it. Maybe the big reveal is that we're just gonna put a fucking gigantic like Vondel ship on this fucking planet. That might make sense. Also, it's weird to see a Vondel ship emitting blue.
Yeah, that is kind of strange. Yeah.
It's definitely a Vondel ship. You see that spine on the top,
Mm-hmm.
but most of them glow red, not blue, which is just kind of like because they're the bad guys, so they're red because that's how the universe works.
My problem with that is it doesn't even look like that's where the engine should be at that angle.
I don't think those are the main engines. I think that's just sci-fi glowiness,
Yeah.
or like reverse,
like a power
reversing
generator or
thrusters,
something.
or there maybe like reversing thrusters or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, you know what that might be? No, maybe not. I was actually I was thinking it might be weapon impacts, but on the shields. But no, it's not. If you zoom in on it, it's definitely
It has a structure. It's like
some
like an
kind
Iron
of
Man.
thrusters or something.
It's like an Iron Man arc reactor kind of vibe going on there.
Yeah. Wait, is that what that is?
Whereas the other two ships in the background, they would be the derelicts, I imagine.
Yeah.
Unless the derelict is the Vandal Hunter ship that someone's managed to repair and get going again.
Yeah, because the other thing to note is keep in mind, like if you look at this, there is debris everywhere
around it.
in
Yeah.
the background. So
Yeah, someone actually pointed out that the things below it, like the things below it, look like the Jean Scouts in vertical.
Yeah.
yes,
they do. My thing that I'm having, the problem that I'm having right now is I don't even know if this is straight up or not. Like is this just a artist designed image, or is this taken from somewhere in 3.0?
I think it's a marketing image, so it's probably not in 3.0.
The thing is like the initial the Aurora, if you zoom in, is definitely an engine.
Yeah.
It's impossible to tell about anything past that.
Yeah. It looks damn cool.
Yep.
That's all I know for sure.
Hey, you guys want a tiny tidbit of information from the survey?
Sure.
By the
For
way,
those of you
we're
that-
actually.
Go
No,
ahead,
go ahead.
Nakar.
I was just gonna say we're closing in on 1,000 responses, so
Nice.
going pretty well.
Also, to what Dave was saying about like the file name being like Ancient Derelict or whatever.
Yeah.
That definitely plays into the whole like, hey, there's a big derelict in 3.0, which I don't think is going to be like an Idris or like who knows about Javelin, like who knows, right? But like that thing is definitely a Vandal ship because it has like that spine thing going on.
Yeah.
I think that's called the Vandal Hunter, but like, I mean like. Someone was saying like hey, we haven't actually seen like Kurthak ships, we haven't seen the Hadatian ships, like there's other stuff out there.
Hadatian's extinct though.
They're extinct, but Ancient Derelict, and like
That would
one
be
of
an ancient
one of the stretch
derelict.
one of the stretch goals actually says like it's like Hadatian artifacts technology, so like that stuff is still around kicking in the universe.
Mm. So,
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the survey.
Just super quick. I just wanted to point a couple things out because someone mentioned it to me. So in the survey, people's favorite ship in Star Citizen overwhelmingly is the Carrack. It got way more votes than anything else did. Behind it are the Reclaimer, the Banu Merchantman, and the Cutlass Black. And the other thing is that I thought was interesting, the two ships that people own the most are the Nox Q and the Cutlass Black. And those are the two most owned ships according to the survey. And those are the two things I wanted to highlight.
Okay.
Still looking through the results.
So let's look at some of the images that were shown that have been caught, because there was a lot of gameplay this week from the show floor. We saw the Prospector, which looks.
I think like the gameplay we've gotten has actually been like bar none the biggest amount. Like if you add every other bit of like 3.0 gameplay together, I think this is still like by far the most we've like compared to like the past like year.
Yeah. Like looking at the Prospector, and it looks good. It's not ready. You can't actually use it for anything really yet because it can't mine. But
you can fly.
It can fly, yeah. I love this image of the Nox. The dust that gets thrown up when the Nox is traveling. It's amazing.
They somehow throughout all this, we really kind of like missed like a view, like throughout them like selling the thing and showing it off. We didn't get a ton of like actual in-game footage of that thing like doing its business.
Yeah.
So like to actually like the whole like retracting spine cover thing is actually a lot cooler than you'd think, because you see it from the top view when you're in third person, and you normally don't really see it. Like for some reason they never really emphasize that, and it actually looks really cool.
The railgun is now a thing.
Oh yeah.
You see, cool thing. Someone got fucked up with that thing. Like they shot someone with it, like point blank, and
really?
it like there was an explosion, and then the explosion faded, and they were just dead.
David, we actually have a GIF of that.
Oh yeah,
that exact thing.
Which one's it called? Oh, railgun.
That one is the
railgun.
Yeah, railgun versus heavy marine.
Did they actually show that off with sound yet? Because every time they've shown it, it hasn't had sound to it.
I don't need the sound. That looks amazing.
Have you guys also seen the that like other image that just got released with the like Aurora promotional stuff of like it's like definitely like a landing zone with like the big human statues?
No, I haven't seen that one.
I did not see. Was that the email?
I'm dropping it in just quick. That is not the link.
I do not want.
What did you link, Dolbeck?
It's nothing. Don't ignore that.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh man.
Oh, that's cool. Let me save this and throw it up so that everyone can see it. Give me 2
I'm-
seconds.
So like I'm thinking like that might be like Soul or something in like some kind of like old like Messer era still kind of like situation. I mean, I don't know
Very
where
Blade
this would
Runner.
be. Yeah, exactly.
Very
But like
Blade Runner, yeah.
it looks very like look at that fucking statues. The statues have glowing red eyes. That's fucking some messed up evil shit. Like where's that gonna be except for Soul and like a weird holdover from the old days? What possibly would that be? It's clearly a human landing zone.
Actually, I think that might be Hurston.
Really?
Might
Oh.
be.
I don't think so. Like I don't think
You know what I want to say is they came out with the Meet the New Aurora video. The Aurora looks bloody freaking good now. Like holy
Yep.
crap.
Ellen Bachelor Jr. Nice job,
like
man.
I feel like we have this conversation like once every like 4 or 5 months. But like the Aurora and like ships like that are like the meat and potatoes of Star Citizen, you know?
I wish I could-
You're gonna see it a lot. Even if you don't have one, you're gonna see it a lot. So it better look good.
You know, I'm agreeing with you. I don't think that is Hurston. I don't know where the hell that is.
Maybe like
Weird.
the Russian landing zone of Seoul. I mean,
Well,
Maybe.
someone's saying in chat
Ah.
it could be a station, but that would be a fucking huge station.
no, I
No,
mean
no.
that's not a station.
It doesn't look like a space station to me. It looks planetside. Man,
Anyway,
these videos are great.
they are all the videos are good. I'm not actually going to play anymore because OBS automatically puts them at full volume when I turn them on, and it takes me a second to turn them off, and it goes blah, and I don't want to destroy anyone's eardrums, but yeah,
Okay.
they're pretty good. Also, we're still going through all of like some of the media and stuff that we've seen this week, and we're going to go through a whole bunch of gifts and things. But if you guys do have questions for anything for before the show actually starts, before CIG's show, throw them in the question box. We're going to answer some questions later too. So yeah.
Like here's the thing. Have you seen like the whole like hailing thing? Like the hail,
Yep.
the like dicking around the menus. I actually think that the new ship menus actually look like a lot fucking better than they did.
Mm-hmm.
They're not, obviously not finished yet, but I'm pretty happy with like, at least like how they're going. It looks clunky, but not as clunky as it was, which was near unusable. I would describe it as.
Yeah, absolutely.
They did a cool thing where they like hailed another ship. That was pretty fucking
Question.
cool.
The Star Citizen Twitch is twitch.tv/Star Citizen.
Yes, it is.
Jesus.
You
Excuse
okay
me.
over there?
Excuse me for a moment.
Repair bears are coming in to fix everything.
Oh my god, David!
You need a maintenance AI there, David.
You need some repair drones.
What just happened? Just like yeah, I'm done. Yeah,
wall.
I know.
Fuck.
But why?
Just the sticky straps gave way.
Oh, great.
Ah.
That was good timing.
Pelicaningus, we're actually not going to be live commenting the stream. We are just going to rehost CIG's stream. We know everyone wants to, listen to Chris talk, not us. So, yeah, we're just going to
Although
rehost straight up.
That is another great name, Pelican Lingus. That's brilliant.
I did actually just head over to the to the Star Citizen Twitch, and I do notice that the room is in subscribers only mode. To talk, you have to purchase a channel subscription.
I could see that. For
Surely
now.
that'll be lifted when they start streaming.
Will
Or
I
they'll
hope
just-
so.
Or they'll just leave it like that and direct people to Spectrum.
Yeah, true. Anyway,
So there's some shit that like goes down, like some of the things that have people have been like banned for like saying in the actual Star System Twitch chat are maybe questionable.
I do actually want to talk about that a little tiny bit because someone that we know and have worked with and appreciate very much, Mr. Combustible, was actually banned at one point. It was reversed very quickly, but he was banned for mentioning Garbage Woman, which is, story I wrote ages ago. Yeah. I thought that was.
I wonder if they have like this thing where if there's any like negative term attached to a person's descriptor, they're like banned.
It's like
because someone assumed that Garbage Woman was a woman. They assumed their gender based on the title of the gender in the name Garbage Woman.
Yeah.
No, it's like I don't know, it's like a lot of things on the RSI forums have like been questionable over the years, and there's a reason I have a total of 3 posts there.
Okay, so actually, if I'm looking at the Star Citizen Twitch, the comment stream has begun an hour and 10 minutes before the stream's supposed to start.
How many times have people put exclamation point raffle?
None yet, but lots of hype Kirby's.
Disappointed in you all.
So, I have a question for everybody.
Okay, what's that?
This is something we should talk about. What do people actually expect to see today?
Okay, let's do this in an
Are
orderly.
we talking like realistic, like
yes,
or things that we
what do you
want
think
to
you will see?
Okay.
I'm looking for realism here, man.
Okay,
Actually,
for sure.
No one seems to have an answer for that, so I'm going to ask a different question.
I got an answer for that. I think there's actually a lot of possibilities here. So a lot of people have been saying on the Reddit, which is something I don't agree with.
Well, Reddit. Reddit's fine.
People have been thinking that we're going to see like procedural cities. I absolutely don't think that's going to happen. I don't really. We may see like some prototype of another landing zone. I feel like we'll definitely see maybe a different planet, maybe like with a different biome. I can definitely see that happening. Maybe like Microtech, maybe Hurston. Like I could. That is a thing that is viably possible. Like we know those things have been worked on. We could see some work in progress. It's clearly not finished. Yeah. Now, what I do think is a significant chance of happening is a subsumption demo. Maybe not fully complete. Not going to be in like a full city. Not going to be in like a different landing zone. Maybe, but like in some place we already got. Maybe like a space station. Maybe like Area 18 or something. You're like, hey, here's what we want to do. Here's the actual system working in real time. It's not finished yet, but here's like where we are. I see that happening.
So here's what I'm thinking right now. Or go ahead, Nakara, you first.
I just wanted to quickly say I actually disagree with the procedural cities thing because they have to have them done for 3.1.
But
Disco
3.1. Has specifically said like no to that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm actually really surprised by that because we know they're working on them and we know they have to be done for 3.1.
So,
but wow.
Do you think we'll see weather systems like because I think it was the CitizenCon demo with the giant worm last year.
Yeah,
that play area certainly was large enough that they could have had at least 2 different weather systems come in and change. So I'm kind of hoping that we'll see weather in real time change.
So there's some things that we heard there were 4 interviews this week. One with Brian Chambers, one with Chris, one with Aaron, one with Eric Kyron Davis. During the Chris and Aaron ones, I thought it was really, really interesting that they were, I think it was Aaron that was mentioning towns and villages, which is not something we've really talked about before, but like we've talked about landing zones as landing zones. We've always termed them landing zones, and then we've termed cities cities. They've never really mentioned towns or villages on a planet before, and I think that might be something that we're going to see. And maybe an example of subsumption working in a village or a town, but that's like, I think we'll see some of that. We're definitely going to see a whole bunch of 3.0 gameplay, where we can hope to be. I doubt they'll do an update on like bugs or anything, but they did
that today.
Yeah,
That was yesterday.
Today was actually
sorry, yesterday.
Yesterday's update was good. They're down to what, under 70, 68?
Yeah, they're down to 60 something.
The jump of last week, I think, was like almost twice what it was the week before.
Yeah, and that's what's going to happen.
They were able to decrease the number of bugs by 19.
I think it was only like 7 or 8 like last week.
So
and this is actually something I kind of predicted, because they last week was when they isolated the 3.0 build from the main branch of development. So I was thinking they might be able to burn down faster. So that I'm really happy to see that happening.
Yeah. Another thing I think we'll see is updated slides.
Of course. They need a PowerPoint presentation.
I don't think so. I think maybe that would be a bad idea, because look, they've literally been had that held over their fucking heads for
just no
10
dates.
months yet now.
No dates, but an updated slide on what we can expect in 3.1 is not what was promised 10 months ago, because things have changed. We're getting things in 3.0 that were promised in 3.0 in 3.1. Some of the ships, for example, like. It's all changed, and who knows how much they're going to fit into 3.1, right? We know.
I'm not sure though, because that's usually a CitizenCon thing.
I know
for like the huge overview of the project, but I'm not sure.
What do you guys think for length? How long do you think this is going to be?
Hour to an hour and a half.
2 hours?
I'm taking 2 hours.
Okay, yeah,
I'd be
I'm with that.
disappointed if it was
Hour to
just
2
an hour.
hours, somewhere in there.
It needs to be around an hour and a half. Not
Are
less
we
than
going
an
to
hour.
include the delay at the start?
No.
Oh,
I mean the
probably
amount
an
of
hour
time
and a
they're
half then.
actually. I mean the amount of time they're actually presenting.
What was that one like presentation that we're like halfway through it? We like looked at each other and we're like, this has been going on for like 3 fucking hours now. Like what was that? Was that like Gamescom last year?
That was a long time ago, but no, it was before that. But they had one that was like really, really long.
I think 3 years ago their holiday live stream was
like it was 4.5. It was 4.5 hours long. That one.
Yeah, I remember we're like having like watching it with someone, and we're halfway through we looked at each other like, what the fuck is happening right now? like we're not even anywhere through this right now.
What do you guys think? So one of the things that I think it was Aaron mentioned in his interview, and I don't have it pulled up right now because I'm dumb, but he mentioned that I think the question was asked of like, what is the most difficult thing that you've been able to get fixed for 3.0?
Exciting things.
Yeah, like what was the most exciting thing that you've been able to get working for 3.0? And he said that the most exciting thing is it's a surprise. It's something we've never talked about, and you'll find out soon.
Well, that's interesting.
Do you guys have any?
I mean, like I instantly feel like that folds back into like derelict thing, like
right.
the whole
Seen,
mystery.
they showed us that whole video on derelicts, right? Like we've seen derelicts.
Yeah, but like
I think he's
like the
meaning
mystery thing.
He's meaning the mystery, the Vandal one that we were speculating about earlier.
Well, whatever the mystery thing is, I think is.
Do you think we'll see homesteading? I mean, that would kind of fit in with the towns and villages and like.
I
wonder if Vandal are complete and they've just chucked them in.
Oh,
you think they're gonna do base construction now? That would be interesting.
Well, I mean, if they've got base construction working for 3.1 or 3.2, if they somehow fixed it, and maybe it won't be in 3.0, but if they can show us, and this is what it's going to look like in a demo that they know that's going to be, not screw up, I could see them showing it.
What was that Board Gamer interview like 3 months ago, where like he like was talking to Aaron? And Aaron straight up said, like, "Oh yeah, we're working on prototyping base building." It's just like,
yeah. I mean, this is CIG, so if they were working on it 3 months ago, it was probably done 3 months and 1 day ago. So The prototype.
Oh, it depends
Gross.
who's making it too.
Frankfurt.
If Frankfurt's doing it,
It's
it
done.
was probably done before they even started.
Yeah. They probably went to Chris being like, hey, we figured out how to procedurally generate homesteads and allow players to customize them. And also, we grew money trees in your backyard.
I like money trees.
I would love a money tree. Okay. What's going on here? Okay, let's go back to some show and tell and look at some of these gifts because there's quite a few of them. Death Race is one. I saw actually some people in chat complaining about the Nox feeling a little slidey when it flies.
It's impossible. It's also impossible to kind of judge until you get your hands on it. That might feel the best. Like we have no idea how it feels to actually like control. And if it has to look a little slidey to feel right, so be it.
Mm-hmm. I think it'll be a little more slidey than other vehicles too because it's way faster.
Yeah.
It's kind of unavoidable.
Wouldn't
race
gravity
cars
on the
more...
planet affect it as well, though?
True. I mean, I don't believe this moon that they're on is highly dense, so it's got low gravity. So we'll have to see how it plays because we're gonna get the 2 moons and one. What do they call it? Planetoid.
Celestial object?
Yeah, it's a planetoid. That's Delamar.
So we'll have to see if Delamar feels like take a Nox from one of these and then take it to Delamar, see if it feels differently.
Apparently, from what we've heard recently, Delamar is now actually smaller than the moons.
Oh,
So
really? Wow.
I heard about that.
I'd like to know, like, how that's going to affect four-wheel things like the Cyclone in a low-gravity environment. Because, I mean, like, for instance, in Mass Effect, you had the
Wicked
Mako.
jumps.
Yeah, but
Well,
if you go
I
too
mean,
high and then you just come straight down, it's not going to do good for your vehicle, is it? And then before you know it, you got to ring space AA.
I mean, the racing variant strip is strip a Mako. Strip has the racing, like it has jump jets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to ask about this clip of someone falling from orbit. Now, while they were streaming this, someone went up and tried to get into orbit and jumped out too early, so they actually got trapped by the gravity of the planet and started falling very, very slowly. At the same time, I think it was DJ that was falling, and then at the same time, Gamble went to find a ship to try and mount a rescue mission on DJ to try and fly up and catch him. Now, unfortunately, before they could do that, the 15 minutes was up and the server reset because CIG were doing 15-minute resets on the servers at Gamescom floor to make sure that people cycled out because otherwise they're never going to sit up and they had a 2-hour-long line. Do you guys think it would have been possible to catch him?
No, I think it would be very possible to catch someone in the ship. I think that they're going to maintain their momentum and they're going to splat in the ship then. Like,
Yep. That's the problem.
The entering the physics grid doesn't kill all your momentum. You're just going to go and just
unless you can actually get it so that the ship is also falling at almost the same speed.
Yeah, but like the same, like I get that, but
you
I don't,
real hard.
No, not
You
even
gotta
like
do
the
that
difficulty
really quickly.
to execute. I think like even if everything worked together perfectly and you did pull it off, I don't think the physics would be like, oh yeah, this guy's fine. I think it'd be like, nah, man. This
People
guy
in chat are saying
Toast.
that they did actually try it later. I wasn't able to watch all of the Gamescom stuff because, job and life. But apparently they did catch him later, but he clipped out. So
Yes, yeah, he went right through the ship.
that's
Yes.
awesome. I love it. I love that. I don't know what this one is. Oh, Geronimo.
Yeah, I like that one. It looks like he's so serious about his setup there.
It looks so cool. I can't wait to... Okay, I don't think that there's going to be a lot to do in 3.0. And I'm not sure what you guys think, but I don't think that there's going to be enough to keep me for, days and days of playing.
No, I agree with you.
But-
It seems like a solid, like more than what's in 2.6.3, but not by a huge margin. But it just seems like a better sandbox to dig around in.
It seems like
I think
I
you'll
can,
get a lot more. I think
Yeah.
you'll get a lot more emergent gameplay
yeah.
because there's a lot more that you can actually do. Like there's a lot more game mechanics to utilize.
I think it's going to be I remember back in Halo 1 or 2, I can't remember. We played the hell out of Halo, right? Because who didn't at that point? It was one of the best games, period. It was Halo 1. And we had played it so much that we started trying to dick around with other things. Like, there was one map that was 2 spaceships side by side with nothing in the middle, and you had to take teleporters to get across. Well, we split up into 2 teams, and we had the Russian space program and the American space program, and the goal was to blow someone up and then hit them with a rocket at the right time to launch them to the other space station. So they'd run and jump right when you exploded the grenade, and we did that for days. And that was like, and it's that kind of thing that I can see us doing in 3.0, right? Like,
I am genuinely going to find an outpost and just stay there and jump out on people. That's all I want to do. If I can just go, ha! And get them to jump out their skin,
So-
I am satisfied.
You're gonna be like a carny at the haunted house.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm watching. By the way, if you guys are wondering why I'm sort of zone out at times, I'm still creating more gifs for us to show as we're live here. So
really? Oh, great. More. Okay. So
One of the things I think we can say for sure is that the 600 is going to be revealed.
yes.
How do you all feel about the 600 or Origin ships in general?
I love Origin ships. I'm very excited.
I'm
I
just happy for like an Origin ship that isn't like completely shitty at this
I
point.
agree.
Can I just
And I
ask
really
you guys how beautiful this is? Like how absolutely stunning this looks?
Yes, you can ask us. It'd be nice if I was actually watching.
It's the
replay.
re-entry one. Sorry.
Oh, the re-entry one looks amazing because they're on the dark side. It looks so great.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All
The
of
600.
shots from the dark side are really cool.
Yeah.
Have you played the Dark Side of the Moon one?
Don't know if I have that.
Are we talking about
it's-
Transformers now? What's happening?
No,
See that or Pink Floyd?
it's in the folder, Dave.
Yeah, I haven't downloaded any new ones from the folder. I gotta.
It was one of the original ones. Come on.
What?
Yep.
Jeez. There's so many.
I'm just
Sorry.
giving you shit. And also, I just put a new one in there called Outpost, and it's actually really interesting. They have, I like that one, and it's basically showing one of the outposts on Daymar, and it has like all of these things that look like almost like oil derricks, kind of like futuristic oil derricks, and they're animated and they're moving up and down. It looks really cool. I also
Okay.
do like how there's a bunch of different flight suits and stuff in
I'd
there right
like-
now. Like characters are actually different.
I'm gonna add some new gifts for us to go through. In the meantime, I'd like the 3 of you guys to talk about the 600. Please and thank you.
Man, if there's an Explorer variant of the 600, I'm in serious trouble.
I mean, like they Origin as a company leans pretty heavily into exploration.
They do.
So
Yeah. No, I'm. I would love that. The 600 is going to be interesting because it's, I assume it's going to be a medium-sized ship, which is good because we need more medium-sized ships. I'm just excited for a new Origin ship. I'm not sure if anyone's noticed, but their list of ships is very short.
Yes.
it's the 300 series and the 85X, right? That's it, right?
and
the
the M50 and the jump, the 890 jump.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But the 890 jump is just sort of a yacht. But I mean, between the two manufacturers that are the slimmest, I believe. I mean, other than the like Consolidated Outland, which only has one chip, but are of the main ones, RSI and Origin both are pretty light on chips. So I'd like to see more from both of them.
I mean, the flip of the coin is, in that sort of defense, I suppose, is I don't expect RSI or Origin chips really in Squadron, to be honest.
No, and that's probably why. But I do expect there to be a lot of Origin ships. This is a ship manufacturer that's been around for 900 years at this point in the game. They better have
made the first commercially available ship with a quantum drive or something, didn't they? RSI Zeus.
Zeus, yeah.
I want that ship.
Yeah, me too. I actually, one of the things I really, really hope for Star Citizen is that somewhere, and I don't expect it to be operational at the time, but I would love it if there was like a derelict Zeus that you could actually make flyable again. That would be.
Do you know what would be cool? I mean, it's
thought that there would be one
stupidly
for the
nerdy.
longest time. To be honest, a derelict Zeus that you could fix up.
I really hope, and this is one of the nerdiest things I've ever said on the podcast. But I'm so sorry. I really kind of hope that there is a floating space museum that we as players could just go visit and see an in-game model of an RSI Zeus.
I mean, there is
things like that.
I
really love that.
There is.
But will it be implemented though?
Yeah, there is. Like, isn't there literally like a space station in a planet? Like, that's literally like an archive of all races, like achievements. Because like humans fucked up and genocide a few people, as the UAE does. That's like a Tuesday for them.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of light genocide. But after that, they're like, man, we fucked up. So I think like there's actually like a giant like open to all races like space museum thing somewhere.
Yeah.
I think that's actually a thing.
I can't wait to see that. And also, that picture that Brival's just posted, that is a little piece of information about the Origin 615G. So, yeah. Should be... I'm actually really looking forward to that part of the presentation today. I know some people are sick of ships, but honestly, it's a space game. Ships are a big part of it.
I have some questions for the people in chat.
Oh!
So, I have a number of ships. I've recently been kind of coming to the realization that I might actually have too many ships. Now, unfortunately, I can't actually give away any of my ships because none of them were, like, they were all bought with store credit at some point in, you know, the past however many years. I'm trying to decide what to get rid of.
I'm sorry, but that Tom Trustworthy, that's fucking hilarious. If you have questions, Eris, use the damn form.
No, but it's a question for you. You guys can't see the form because you're not special enough. I mean, you're special.
We should make a form just for them.
We should.
We
should make the relay. Wait, we did. It's called the survey.
Cyberwolf. There's no such thing as too many ships, son. That's like having too many women.
One's enough.
Oh boy.
One's too much.
Do I get rid of my prospector?
One's too much.
Do I get rid of my endeavor? What do
no.
we do?
You wrote an entire series about the endeavor.
I think you're like legally obligated to take the endeavor. I think you'll go to prison if you melt it.
I know I have to keep the reclaimer.
Wait, is this in case you want a 600i?
Yes.
Oh.
It's the question of should I what can I get rid of to concentrate everything so that I have other, because I'm thinking I should get rid of the prospector.
I know a way I can legally answer this question.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, if I was you in the position that you're in, without the knowledge that I have,
Shiver, it's were you.
Okay, what was that, Shiver?
How many fingers am I holding up?
1.
It's too many. Too many, Shiver.
Too many cooks.
I don't.
It's ruined now.
Shiver, what the hell did you say? Shiver, what the hell did you say?
Personally, if it was me, I would keep the ships that I currently have rather than melt anything.
And why
for the
is that?
600.
And why is that?
NDA?
Just type it to me. So the Prospector. We've got a GIF of it up right now.
Oh. I really like that you can see the guy running around the cockpit.
I find that amazing. That I'm always going to find that amazing, to be honest.
Yep.
Okay, let's see what this one is. This is someone in the cockpit of a Prospector, I believe. Oh God! Oh no! Oh no!
And I cut it off right before.
Oh no! I want to see what happens there.
Did they not have a DJ Knight and Gamble? Possibly was it Maya, but one of them fought off the Gladius in a Prospector and actually won in the Prospector.
Really?
Nice.
Wait, I thought the Prospector didn't even have weapons.
I think it has one. Like one little laser.
Oh.
It doesn't have much.
In fairness, the Gladius is a complicated ship to have to fly. It's not like the Super Hornet. Anyone can just get in it and start completely poning across. You do need a little bit of mechanic and flight experience to fly the Gladius with success, because it's a light ship. It is a light ship.
It is totally.
One of the things that I'm finding is we've been this Gamescom has actually been great because they've been showing off gameplay of 3.0, which, let's be honest, none of us really thought that they'd do. We said that it would be terrible if they didn't, but didn't think that they'd do it, and they did, and I'm so happy that they have.
You were not always happy about that.
No, I'm annoyed that they didn't tell us that they were, or why that they're able to do it without, like, why is it that they can show this to people on the Gamescom show floor, but it's not ready for avocados? Eventually, they explained that on stream, talking about how this is a different, basically it's the same 3.0 build, but they've cut off a whole bunch of features and made it basically stable because the stuff that is causing the problems aren't in it.
They basically cut out all of the parts of the game that were causing it to crash.
Yeah. So and knowing that, I'm okay with it. And also it's localized servers, but and my thing was I personally feel like they should have told us that sooner, like on last Friday. You know what would have been great? An email update saying, "Hey everyone, on Gamescom show floor there will be 3.0. It's going to be a limited version of 3.0 that we've created specifically because it can run and doesn't have the problems we're having with the larger version of 3.0. But if you are at Gamescom, you can play it, and if you are watching on Twitch, you can see it. Bam, done, problem solved."
Bit of a missed opportunity as well, because if people start reading that on emails, that's going to go out on the internet. There's your marketing hype as well.
And I don't understand why they wouldn't have put that out, but that's me personally. But
the only thing I can think is that they weren't sure that they could do it.
Yeah,
which happens frequently for them.
It does. But I like what we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys?
It's actually, it's pretty good. People played it, said it's fun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
People seem to have been having some pretty good feedback on it. Do you guys think that it's still going to perform when we get it, or is it only performing this well because it's local?
They seem to be
cool.
They seem to be hinting they think it will perform. But I think that what they're going to do is limit the number of players so that it does perform. If you know what I mean. Because what they've said is they can get great performance, or at least what they said like a month ago was they could get great performance up to about 12 players, and then it started to fall apart.
Yeah.
They what Aaron said is that he thinks there'll be at least 24, and maybe more. And probably more is what he said. And then they'll be exponentially increasing the number of players after 3.0 is out.
As 24 players works, they'll increase it to 36. As 36 works, they'll increase it to 40 whatever. And so on and so forth.
F. because they still haven't got the new network refactoring yet.
They've got
Oh,
some
yeah,
of it.
that-
They've got
Not
some of it.
fully.
it's not
They've
full,
got
yeah.
some bits in there, but it's not.
And by the way,
full, is it?
I'm
So-
not necessarily saying 3.0 will ever get more players, but 3.0 point, 3.0.7 or whatever, if they have interim
Yeah.
patches, which they better have interim patches. If we're getting the Delta patch, they better start actually using it.
What are you thinking, Dolvac?
As far as like actual performance goes, I actually looking at what was actually going on there today. I don't have a lot of faith that performance 3.0 is going to be significantly better. I think it might be marginally better. They were playing on a local server, which
It helps.
yeah, it really fucking helps there. Especially when one of their big blockers for performance is netcode to begin with. That they're essentially playing all local. I don't think we'll get comparable performance to what we've been seeing on the stream. I think we will be getting better performance than things we've been getting in 2.6.3, especially because there's been a lot of issues with 2.6. Just the 2.0 server block as a whole, and we're finally kind of like moving beyond that because they haven't really put a lot of resources into really fixing that stuff. And that's completely fair because it's going to be deprecated anyway. But no, as far as player increases, I don't see it being significant, like anytime soon, really.
Until the netcode is done,
Pretty much.
in which case it'll increase probably vastly. But they need to get the network bind and bind stuff done and all that fun stuff with the rework. And keep in mind, the reason the rework is taking so long is they basically took the entire networking part of CryEngine and ripped it out and threw it away.
And it's not just that, actually. I think it was during the Aaron interview yesterday again that he was mentioning that it's not just that they had to rework all of the networking stuff. It's that once they reworked all of the networking stuff, they still have to re-implement all of the gameplay stuff to use the new network protocols. Like, it's not just networking that has to change. The game itself has to change how it calls things too. Everything has to change. So it's not as simple as just getting, 5 network guys in a room and saying, fix the network code, because they can fix the network code. And then you have to go out to the rest of the company and say, okay, make the game use the new network code. And then that might cause problems. That's why it probably takes them longer, but they're working on it.
Yep.
What else can we say?
The little bit of information that just popped into my head, I want to mention it before it goes away again. Eric Karen Davis said today, first of all, that no promises here, possibly not accurate, but he guessed that the 3.0 build would be 40 gigs, roughly.
Yeah.
And it could change depending on what they include in the final release part of 3.0. And the most important bit of this, just in case anybody is wondering, even though the Delta Patcher will be in, the initial installation of 3.0 will be a full, brand new, fresh, clean slate installation. And that is because basically, in order to implement the Delta Patcher, they had to essentially reorganize all of the
Everything.
files for the entire game.
It's all new.
Yeah.
It's going to be 10 hours of downloading where I can't use the internet at all.
Yep. When you're sleeping, Shiver.
When does Shiver sleep? I wake up at
Jesus.
3 in the morning, having gone to sleep at 12 midnight. Shiver was on when I went to sleep. Shiver is on when I wake up.
Sleep gives you cancer, man.
Everything gives you cancer.
This
Okay.
is true.
We're going to go to a few of these questions. We've got a few of them, and I want to ask them and answer them.
Real quick, I'm
go
going to
ahead.
hop in here. The reason I've been kind of looking off to my side
Yes,
for a
you
little
have.
bit is a Bulkhead short was just uploaded and released
Wait,
to
what?
the Bulkheads. Yeah, man.
To where?
The YouTube channel, dude.
What? Which
Yeah.
which short?
It's the thing Alex has been working on.
I don't even know
Can
what
we
that is.
Can we quickly
It's-
say hello to the Sweden bar citizen?
Hey,
I'm
Sweden
sorry.
bar citizen. Hello.
And wherever I think Fastcut's in the Boston bar citizen.
I believe
I would
Fast Car would
imagine.
be in Boston. I know I think there's also a bar citizen in Ottawa. There's bar citizens all over the place. If any bar citizen happens to be watching us right now,
I'm sorry. Please
one,
leave.
I'm sorry.
Turn it off.
There's way better things to be doing, key among them drinking. But if you are watching us, say something in chat and say hello, because hi.
I'd also like to know what the woman in Sweden, if she's got green dreadlocks or if that's just a hairpiece.
Okay. Wait, where were we?
Questions.
Yes, questions. So Project Sinus asks, what do you think about the 12-kilometer long base in Squadron 42? Is it for maintaining or building capital ships? I think
No, it's Shubin mining base.
It's Shubin.
Like,
Yeah,
we've known this.
here's what
Well,
happened.
Shubin's doubled.
Yes,
That's the thing that surprised me. They doubled the size of it.
it went to Foundry 42.
It's always been
Manchester.
at Foundry.
Yeah, well,
Always been at
they
Foundry
finally
42.
got their hands on it and were like, doubled, done.
Like the thing you gotta remember is like how big size wise are like the Arena Commander maps.
Not that big.
I don't think they're that big. I think maybe they're like a kilometer or two.
Oh, the Arena Commander maps?
Yeah, like how big
No,
are
they're,
they?
they're, tw- they're
across?
20 kilometers. They're 20 kilometers
Okay.
across.
Okay, so
But
like
that's one map. That's half the map.
okay, yeah. Here's the thing. Think about a actual base
Yeah.
that takes up a sizable chunk of that, and that's actual like filled in space, like actual meat, not like empty space. Then you have a whole bunch of empty space around that, right? That's how big that fucking thing is. So like, they're really just like constructing like a fucking crazy environment for you to dogfight in, which is fun.
I agree.
Fun.
Ooh, this
I think that's
smells
gonna be awesome.
Oh shit, this is good. Sorry. Jim, hello Jim, asks, very long shot, but how would you react if CR comes on stage and goes, bam, here is the Squadron 42 demo?
I'm not gonna raise
you
I'm not
I
going to raise
think-
expectations at all. It's
That-
not
yeah,
happening, guys.
yeah, exactly. I'm kind of with Eric
Nope.
on that. But it'd be really funny if he walked out on stage and be like, "Guys, I don't know who I am. What's Squadron 42? I was told to walk out here. I don't know what's happening here. Why are you all angry at me?" And
So
he just leaves.
I would actually be angry if you walked on and said, here's the Squadron 42 demo, because then I'd be like, oh, Craig Chris, what's there left for CitizenCon?
You
Squad-
would be angry at anything, apparently.
4.0.
Fucking goddamn it! Just
Oh yeah, if they want to
anger.
launch 4.0 at CitizenCon and show Squadron off at Gamescom, fine. No,
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
it won't
We've,
happen. We know it's not going to happen.
We have been a part of this community for so goddamn long now. We just hate everything. It's all garbage. We're not excited for this thing anymore. We're just
I
here to
am.
just be
That's
angry.
For your,
Dolvac,
speak for yourself, Dolvac.
angry and just yell
Dolvac,
about
that is you. That is
Vondel
you only.
And just yell out derelicts. That's
Vodka.
That's where I'm at. Fucking
Derelicts!
fucking angry derelicts. Goddamn Aurora price
Derelict.
changes.
In my day, they were just ships.
Actually,
Back in my
that's
day,
that's
the
another
fucking
good thing.
Cutlass was a piece of shit. And we
Everyone
liked it.
remember, once 3.0 launches, the Cutlass is going up in price.
Back in my day, we got in our Cutlass and we flew both ways uphill in the snow.
So
Back in my day, we could drink and drive in our Cutlass because there was a toilet.
So, Tom Trustworthy asks, are you expecting to get any of what we will see in a few hours within the next year? We were shown procedural planets last year, still nothing. I am. I'll always
Depending
expect
on
to get
what
it.
They show, yeah.
Yeah, because they'll probably show some parts that are going to be in 3.0.
Yeah.
And I really, really hope it's not another year.
If there's another year between now and 3.0, but no, I don't think that's going to happen.
So, Dave, ultimatum right now. Tomato juice bath. Let's make it happen.
Tomato juice bath?
Yeah, man, that's what I've been
That's
doing.
right.
What?
Wasn't there someone on Reddit who promised a bath in baked beans?
Yeah,
or
if we got the Squadron 42 demo this year, the man promised
this
to make,
year?
and I fucking have it logged. And if I'm waiting for the last day of this year, I'm gonna sticky that shit.
If 3.0 doesn't happen this year, I'll have a bath in mayonnaise.
If 3.0 does not happen this year,
Yes.
someone clip that please and just PM it to me. Thank you.
Okay, so Jim asks, why does everyone think I'm angry? Jim asks, if you don't have any of the ships they've shown in 3.0, the new Cutlass, Aurora, Ursa, for example, has any of the gameplay from the streamers made you want one now? No.
Not really.
I have to say, the Gladius looks real nice. I don't have one.
I think the first ship that everyone is going to want, really want, is going to be the Prospector when mining comes to town. In 3.1, when you can all of a sudden go mining, and that's the only new thing that gets added is mining, everyone's going to want a bloody Prospector because...
What? Objection, Your Honor. It's not the only new thing, because now I can shoot people who are mining. That's the new thing. And then I get those juicy emails saying, you fucking killed my ship when I was there.
Why would you ever mine when someone can mine for you? That's what, so me and the rest of the world have been playing a lot of Battlegrounds lately, right?
Yep.
And what you learn is you don't have to loot if you just view everyone else in the server as a loot pinata. They bring it to you. It's like a delivery service.
So, we should get together in game, Dolvac. I feel we'd work well.
Yeah, just take from
You're
the
both
poor,
so angry.
Take from the working class. Don't give back. We can start this whole thing with like a street of walls, and then we just like make a thing called a bonk, and we just take everyone's money, and we just don't give it back.
Oh my god.
That sounds like a bonk.
Yeah. But no, I have like gone from being like the Justice Lord of like I'm not gonna fight and steal people's shit ever to like I'm completely going to I'm a fucking maniac now because I don't give a shit anymore. That's where I just got into with this. I'm just gonna take
By the way,
poor.
We are 30 minutes out from the supposed start time of the CitizenCon demo, and this beer right here is absolutely amazing. And I am in love. It's an American Pale Ale by Trafalgar. Trafalgar Ales and Meads. They're from Oakville.
How did you just say Trafalgar?
Trafalgar. Trafalgar.
I got an empty beer
Trafalgar.
bottle, so I don't feel
Trafalgar.
out.
Trafalgar.
Trafalgar.
Nice.
Kind of like Trafalgar.
It's an American Pale Ale, but it's actually Canadian. They do ales and meads. They're excellent. So Jim asks, how quickly after the show starts will CR yell, "Just do it," or some other meme?
There will be at least 3 memes in this entire presentation. One will be a joke about technical issues. One will be a joke about delays, or about what Chris Roberts said in past presentations. And third one would be something about release dates. Oh, I can't say dates. That's it. That's their 3 right there. That's guaranteed
I hope
to fucking
Phil
happen.
shoot me if I say a date.
I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. I hope he walks on stage, just looking down at like notes or something, just muttering fidelity, 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 fidelity. Hello, everyone. Fidelity, fidelity, fidelity.
Have you fucking seen the drinking
suit.
game?
I want a full zoot suit with a big feather.
There's like
in
3 or
cap and the
4
Pink
like
Panther
drinking
theme.
games
Yeah.
out there right now, and you will fucking die if you like play any of those.
Yes, and because all of them will kill you if he mentions fidelity, and he mentions fidelity all the time. I think he's done that before, though. So Jim asks, in the interview with Aaron, they talked about you having to play who clicks the fastest when trying to sit down with Miles Eckhart. So who else is excited to now have to make a massive line in front of them in day one, like The Division? No, he was actually saying you'd have to do that in the long term if it works out that way, because they don't really want to instance quest givers. But day one, I mean, there's only 24 people in the server. Not all 24 of them are going to show up at Miles Eckhart on the first second. You might
Two
have
quest givers as well.
2 quest givers as well. Yeah, you might have 4, 5, 6 people, but you know what? That's fine.
You know what? At the end of the day, if it bugs you that much, murder.
Yeah, just
You
start
know,
killing.
you're all forgetting.
I doubt
Chris
you'll-
Roberts
you'll be
is
able to do that.
British.
Yes.
Our national pastime is queuing.
Eric.
So to us, this is
Quaying.
pure joy.
It's
Eric,
quaying.
Eric. Like, you might not be able to pull a weapon. Are you under the impression that the only way to kill someone in Star Citizen was with a gun? Because I can assure you that is not accurate. You can corners, geometry,
Really
a-
big bricks. Great
many
gravy.
ways. If you have access to someone, you can
Very
kill
small
them in Star
rocks.
Citizen.
A duck.
There are
Duck.
you look at that video game wrong, you die. Your legs break. So don't worry.
The thing is, initially it won't be a big problem. I think it's something they need to solve in the long term, but they have a lot of time. This is what they need to do. That you get it into the game, and you let people play, and you see how they use it and how it works. And if it's totally screwed up, you go back and you go, okay, well, let's fix it. That's the whole thing. That's why we're doing all this. I think criticizing it now is a little short-sighted because we haven't even used it yet. I think that if you've done it for a couple weeks and you're like, this is total freaking garbage, then, feedback and they'll fix it. That's the deal. Thank you for that exclamation mark. Okay.
Fucking disgusting.
Sorry.
That's disgusting.
Can I want to ask you, David, did you show the Outpost
Yes,
GIF
I
that
did
sent
actually
you?
show the Outpost
Okay.
GIF. I can send it again. Actually, it's right on it. Here we go. Outpost GIF.
No, I wasn't sure if you'd played it. It's really cool. You're getting crap from Stormy. It's good.
It's
Good.
Yeah.
No,
the
this Outpost
pronunciation.
looks amazing.
The Outposts look really good. I mean, I like that they actually look dusty. Like it looks dusty, which is cool.
They've talked about like the whole like weather effects
Yeah.
on like the side of buildings for a long time, whether it be snow or dust or whatever, and it definitely pays off. Like everything looks like it's supposed to be there.
I also really like that they're going to be trying to do like the outposts melding into the environment such that like snow piles up against them and stuff. I think that's going to be cool. Looking forward to it.
I wonder what we can do in the Outposts and with the Outposts.
I'm gonna say big fat nothing. Maybe loot some fucking alcohol because that's what you do if you're fucking like dicking around Star Citizen.
Supplies. It's
Yeah,
obviously supplies. So you're going to go down there. You're going to look around the outpost. It's going to be completely empty. And just as you walk out, Chinese guy jumps out and says, "Supplies!"
God, that's 2. So Brybase asks, how do you feel about the atmospheric flight models in the 3.0 demo, and how about the Nox's handling as well?
ask us when we've played it.
We can't. To me, it all looks good and looks fun. I can't tell until I've handled it. I need to get my hands on it and really, feel it out and give it a.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Just a couple innuendos in there.
Give it a good
Just few.
stroke. Give it
Yeah.
a good, back and
I
forth.
really need to work.
You want to
I
feel
need to-
that engine throbbing between your legs.
Lube it up.
Yes, I need to. I
Yeah.
need to really, work with it and work on it and work it hard and see how it, how it deals with.
Ha! Ha!
Okay.
9 minutes ago. Wait, no, 9 minutes ago, fucking Elite just put out a fucking teaser trailer for their new update.
Is it going to have a game yet? So Idris Carrier asks.
Yes, actually, David. I think they had that several years ago, in fact.
Oh boy.
Like, that's not
David's
fair,
throwing
man. I mean, just
I
because
don't
you
think we're
like
we're not allowed to fucking say that shit, okay? We are not allowed to fucking pull that card, all right? We are the last fucking people on Earth.
I
who
am
are
going to
allowed
pull
say
that
shit.
card until it is something beyond Space Truck Simulator.
Have you? Hey, don't knock Euro Truck.
I don't like Euro Truck. I
Get the
do not
fuck
like
out.
Euro Truck.
But
Get
like,
the
come on,
fuck
there
outta
are
here.
genuinely games out there that if you really don't appreciate it, it's boring as shit. Like there are fishing games out there where you
I
just
love
sit
fishing
there and you
games.
fish.
Love fishing games. Here's my thing.
And
No Man's
imagine
Sky. No Man's Sky is doing it right. They're updating it for free constantly.
No fish in No Man's Sky.
I know. That's actually something we still haven't heard from CIG. There needs to be fishing in Star Citizen. Let's be honest. It's
but not with like fishing rods or like guns or anything, but like with ships. So you just like smack into the water and then dead fish just bubble up.
I love this idea that you go fishing with guns, Dolph.
Okay,
Wait.
wait.
Shiver,
Go
that's
back,
what
go
Americans do.
Go
You
back.
don't go fishing with guns?
All right. Here's what we do, right?
That's an
The
actual.
amount-
I'm not even kidding. That's
Where
like
you're-
an actual fucking thing.
An American thing is literally
Yeah.
fish with dynamite. Take dynamite, light it on fire, throw it into pond.
You throw it in the
Pond
water, it
explodes.
I've
and
had
all the
this
fish
illusion
die
in my
from the
head.
shockwave. And
that-
like,
I've had this illusion in my head that if you're in the south, you go fishing, you just stick your hand in the water and you come out with catfish up
no,
to
you
your
do.
forearm.
Yeah, that's noodling. Yeah, that's the thing.
You noodle them.
It's
Well,
called
yeah, that I can.
You
at
get 'em
least
to grab
go,
your noodle.
All right, that makes sense. But shooting a fish,
Yeah, man, you fucking just shoot that
that's
shit.
brilliant. I mean, that's brilliant and scary and terrible.
Yeah.
Shooting
So
a fish.
here's what I figure we need in Star Citizen is on the you get the Gladius, right? On the bow gun there, you rip that off, you put a giant harpoon on there, and you just fly right into the water.
No, dude, no, you're not with it. All right, look, you got
I'm with it.
you get the misc razor, right, and you just get in the water, submerge, and spin, and you just come up and you have like fish just impaled on it.
Do you guys, when in the 3.0 to 4.0 to 5.0, whatever, when do you guys think we'll be able to go underwater?
Never.
I'd really
well,
like-
I definitely don't think that's
starting
gonna
the
be.
game. One of the moons is starting the game apparently has underwater caverns.
Yes, I know, and I was wondering about that. I was really
I don't know where the hell
wondering
they
why
are.
they say there are underwater caverns in this. Why would you put that in there if you can't visit them? Can we now visit underwater caverns? Can we go underwater?
Your face can go underwater, David.
Have you any of you three played Subnautica?
Oh,
Briefly.
God, no.
Also, I will return
Can we
to
not?
that shortly.
That
Can we not
is a
have this?
way
Can we
to
not?
do underwater.
I
That
don't-
was
I'm scared.
even if you don't like the game, like the visual.
No, I
effects and
like
things
like the
that,
game.
Amazing.
I don't do fucking deep water spooky boys. I'm not on board with.
It doesn't have to be spook, but I mean, well, underwater is kind of spooky to us as humans anyway, because it's very much out of our comfort zone, being like 200 meters underwater in a submarine. That by itself is kind of scary, but at the same time, you're in space with no oxygen around you, and is that not the same sort of thing?
I mean, yeah.
No.
It's actually the opposite. Like the whole problem with being underwater is the water tries to get in when air tries to get out. Like it's the opposite.
Either way, the end result is not a good thing for us as humans. So it's just
Well, yeah,
terrifying.
water's,
I mean,
what
I
the
do see your
fuck?
point.
Water
It's
isn't
more
good for
claustrophobic.
humans. Last time I fucking checked, you need that shit. What the fuck
Not
are you talking
salt
about?
water.
Ow.
Not salt water, man.
You're salt water.
Yeah.
Any fucking body of water I come in physical contact with is now salt water.
Okay, so Idris Carrier asks, what is the new gameplay that we're going to see tonight according to the email we got yesterday?
It's fucking, I don't know. It's just be Chris Roberts just yelling at Disco Lando and spanking him for 3 hours. That's all this is.
Wow. That would be. Can you imagine the internet's response to that?
Do you think that would break the internet?
Probably more positive than the end of the holiday stream last week.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Okay, no, let's
Okay, in all seriousness, though.
in all seriousness, last year the end of the holiday stream was bad. CitizenCon was also kind of bad, but they did show off some impressive stuff. CitizenCon last year was only bad.
CitizenCon was amazing, except they promised that there'd be Squadron
Yes.
42 there.
And that's why it was bad. If they hadn't promised Squadron 42, CitizenCon would have been
Would have been great.
Gamescom
I'm
was
gonna
great.
tell you. I'm gonna tell you about that sweet new stuff we're gonna see. All right, here it is. Here's the Novak prediction. All right,
Oh, the Dolvac prediction.
We're gonna see some cool stuff. Cool stuff. Chris Roberts got intro, and he's like, "Guys, I got something really special for you. These two engineers are gonna walk out on stage and they're gonna talk to you about Spectrum for like 45 minutes. It's gonna be so hot. You won't even know. It's like, yo, we know you're here. We know you came to Germany. We know you're excited. How about 45 minutes of Spectrum engineering?
Chris is going to walk on and say, you know what? I know everyone's been excited for this. There's even a hashtag for it. So we finally added in support for hashtag mobile first. Thank you, Eris. I've wired you $1 million for your contributions to the Star Citizen community yeah.
I think Acid 14 got it. They're just going to announce a Star Citizen card game.
Oh god, if they fucking do that, I'm like post-ironically angry.
It's straight up just called Space Stone or Star Stone.
I'm post-ironically upset with CIG now to the point where like I'm into it now. I want it to be kind of fucked up because it's entertaining now. Like I'm into it.
So I want to point out to our audience that what the conclusion you should be reaching is we have no freaking idea what we're going to see during the live stream. We have no idea.
Okay, I've got a good question.
Thanking Disco Lando for 3 hours.
I have an actual question for everyone, especially Dolvac. So, but I'm not going to start. I'm not going to start with Dolvac. I'm going to start with Shiver. Let's go back like a month or two. How hyped were you for Gamescom? And now?
A month or two away. How can you be hyped about? Okay, I'm quite excited, but then I have been drinking a lot today, and it's the first time in 2 years I've been drinking.
Welcome to alcoholility, Shiver. Nakara?
Alcoholility?
Alcoholility.
That was me?
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to... Okay.
I went from not caring about it at all a couple of months ago. I would honestly forget regularly that it was even going to happen. To actually being really excited for it now, just because I don't know. I don't think it's what we're good. I don't think it's going to be what we're expecting, and I always like surprises at a CIG, except for the last surprise.
Dolvac?
I'm going to stop talking about that though because we're beating a dead horse. It's now a skeleton.
I didn't really expect anything. I was not hyped at all like 2 months ago or whatever. Now, as it got closer and closer and closer, I'm more excited for what we're doing right now because it's just fun, and I'm more excited for when the stream goes down and we just get to just laugh and be like, "Oh, that's really cool," and then laugh more, and then be like, "Ah, fucking stupid," just make fun of shit, and it's gonna be a good time. Like no matter what happens, even if it's shitty, at least it's shitty with friends.
Aww. Dolvac, that's the nicest thing I've ever heard you say to another human being.
Shut the fuck up, David.
He's not talking about us.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, good point.
Okay, so it should be going up in 12 minutes or so.
There's no sign of life whatsoever from their Twitch.
No, I'm hoping that they do like a countdown or something. Give us some notification when it's going to go live, because... so I'm actually going to prepare. How do I do this?
No, man. They're going to go live like 15 minutes into it. Just fuck it. Just like, Chris Roberts is already on stage giving the presentation right now.
No, I've got it on the other screen. I'm watching. I'm watching for it.
Me too.
Hey, it's
their last tweet was like 2 hours ago.
I'm now looking at the Sweden Bar Citizen Hangout. Hope you guys have fun.
Yeah.
And I like the green relay shirt, actually.
There's tons of Bar Citizens today. I'm sure most of them aren't watching us, but if any of them are, hello, and I hope you guys are having an awesome time.
Yeah.
Please find something else that's better.
No,
we're good, Dolvac. Stop.
Like ESPN even. Just something else. Just anything else. And you're in a bar, just change the fucking channel.
Oh, God.
Apparently there are vague mentions of is that a 45-minute delay?
From where?
Brybase says that there are vague mentions of a delay until 8:45. What is 8:45 their time, our time?
Well, that's an hour and 45 minutes.
An hour and 45 minutes?
Yeah. Oh wait, depends. If it's UTC, then I don't know. I don't know what the time zone is. What's the time zone?
Germany is 1 hour ahead of me, so they're at 10 to 9 right now.
Bum, 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 bum.
What?
Bum, 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 bum. Does anybody actually know this, or are they just?
I don't
speculating?
know. Let's be honest. We're just gonna do this by the seat of our pants. And
Oh, that's how we do everything.
if we have to talk for another hour and a half, well, we can do that,
Well,
right? We haven't run out of stuff to talk about. Shimmer, is that the only beer you have?
Do you know how long it's been? I thought I was going to be on my face puking at this point.
oh boy.
Okay, so originally 7 p.m. was the start, which would have been 10 minutes from now. Apparently, the start is now in an hour and a half.
Wait, really?
We're saying that's UTC then, right?
Possibly.
'Cause it was 7
There
PM
are
UTC.
conflicting things. There are conflicting things in chat. So really, we're just gonna sit here and talk until it happens. We don't really care when it is. I've got someone delivering me McDonald's later. I've got plenty of beer. That's all I got, actually.
Jesus Christ.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait, so is there actually like a source on the delay?
I don't know.
Not that I've seen.
Maybe people in the line.
Okay, so Flint is saying current status is 7:30 UTC, which is only a half an hour late.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, like, how long was that fucking delay for CitizenCon? We were on that line for like fucking like 3 hours.
That was
An
a fun.
hour,
Let's
something
be honest. That was a fun line. At least for me.
It was a
and-
lot of fun.
It was not fun. I was fucking.
Oh, yeah, you were
dying.
dead. You were
Oh my
literally-
God.
You
were
were
sick.
literally dead. We actually got you were lying on the ground, and we got asked numerous times by numerous people to like send you home or something because you looked like a hobo, and it was bad.
I was at one point. I was laying down on the streets of Hollywood in the line for CitizenCon last year, just shivering.
Yeah,
Just in the sun.
it was
just shivering.
ridiculous.
It's like
Oh,
100
you
degrees
are.
Celsius, 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're just like dying.
And whose fault was
I
that
got
again?
So fucking sick that trip.
Whose
It
fault was that again?
ridiculous.
Oh man.
It was all Xylo.
Xylo was fucking. He was the fucking source of that shit.
Yeah,
He
he started the
gave
plague.
you a smooch on the lips, downhill from there.
But I remember like that line going up and down and like having
It like
reporter
curved.
fights.
It like curved.
It curved.
around.
It was a huge line, but going down that line and like running into Bad News Baron and me and B&B getting in reporter fights because I had my film crew and he had his film crew and we fought over it was lovely, and people coming up and say, hey, thank you for it. It makes me nice and happy when people are like, thank you for what you do, because I personally don't do jack shit.
Bullshit. You
No,
said that
like-
the entire time we've been doing any of this stuff. Eris has been like, I don't do anything. Like, yeah, right.
We have to
he's
fight
Canadian. That's what
to
his
get
job.
He
shit
write.
off
I mean,
you
he writes
so we can
intros.
do it.
I mean, that's something.
I think
Canadian.
my intro for today was actually pretty cool, even though
was
Dolak
good.
hated it.
That was good.
I
You
was
drove
impressed with
Zeus and Oxia away.
No, me being sick at CitizenCon last year. I've actually never fully recovered, and I still have a crouping cough from it. Like I'm still sick. Like that's how bad it was.
It's been like 10 months.
Well,
Yeah,
it was
I'm
great
What were
because
you,
still
what were you
fucking
doing? A River Phoenix impression or something?
like I sometimes
Lying
my cough
dead
really
on the
hard, I'll
streets of
go back
Hollywood.
into that crouping cough. It was so fucking bad.
Matt, I liked that. What was it? The next day, we all did the us sitting there
something's going
talking.
on wait, something's
What?
going on with their Twitch.
Their Twitch.
Okay, no. There's entire Twitch. It's offline, but it went completely black and then went back to offline for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, mine was black for a long time, and now it's back to the offline screen that shows like
Yeah,
the
when it's
presentation
supposed to
time.
start.
Which I definitely think they're gonna miss because yeah. They always do.
Oh man, yeah. Another thing that was great at CitizenCon was sitting there and interviewing like Akarok, and I can't remember who it was. I think it was Akarok was there, Greyhead Gamer was there, someone else was there, and they were all referring to each other as different people. It was, oh man, I miss all of you. Okay,
If this thing's gonna be late, I need alcohol.
go get some. Now that he's gone,
I need to do the opposite, and I need to get rid of some of the alcohol in my body. So I'm going to go to the toilet and be right back.
Sounds good. Okay, now that they're both gone, Nakara,
Yeah.
thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Cool.
How's everybody doing? Everyone willing to hang around for another couple hours while we wait for them?
Another who knows how long? God, who
Yep.
knows? Oh, I am hopeful. Last year was bad. It took me a long time to recover. The ATVs, after a few of them, I finally think I recovered a little bit. I think I'm finally getting back into hype. I'm now kind of excited for Gamescom. I'm kind of excited for CitizenCon. Yeah.
Is anybody seeing there's a picture. Half an hour ago, Sandy put out a picture of Chris at the event. Ooh, they have a screen up that has the Origin logo.
Brivos asks if we're still going to do the podcast tomorrow. As far as I know, yeah. I don't know who's on it yet. I'll probably be exhausted.
So much
but
streaming.
yeah, we're going to do it.
So I'm still seeing pictures of people outside.
Yeah, eh?
Oh, here's an amazing picture. I'm gonna post it in chat.
Okay, post in chat.
There's a picture of
SitCon
Of
this
Brian-
year is in Frankfurt, basically right beside Gamescom.
There's a picture of Brian Chambers with a guy who's dressed up as a Big Benny's machine. There you go.
Does the guy who brings lamp to all the events, does he still go?
You better.
I remember
I love
CitizenCon like 2 years ago. The guy was there, and someone asked him, "Why do you do it?" And he just says, "Well, it's just got to this point now where everyone sees it, so I feel I have to bring it along." Like, that's dedication. In lamp we trust.
Always. Always.
Okay, so okay, so when it goes live, let's figure this out. That's funny. Okay, I think this should be easy. We just /host Star Citizen. That should take care of everything when it finally goes live.
I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon.
Yeah, if people are still outside, it's gonna be a while. And I mean,
David Swafford just posted a video of people of the queue outside the Gloria
Really?
Theater, and it's like, yeah, they're not moving.
yeah, it's gonna be a while.
All right, it's gonna be
Okay.
7 to 9 hours.
Let's
Everybody
see.
ready?
No, I've actually run out of all of my material that I planned for today. So, if you guys...
Do you know any good jokes?
No, I can't joke. If you guys in chat have any questions, literally anything, give us something to talk about. Post it.
Anything.
Literally anything. Just, what's your dog's
Hey,
name?
Eric,
I don't
you got
have a
any
dog.
articles that you're considering doing in the future that we
Oh,
might
don't
see
do that to
soon?
me.
If so, what?
Yeah.
Don't do that to me.
Nakara, what's actually no. When does let's hang on, Nakara. Question.
Yeah?
When does the survey close?
The survey closes as soon as they go live.
Okay. So how many responses have we gotten?
That's a good question. I'll go take a look. Just a moment. We have gotten 1,000.
About nihilism in games development.
We have 1,063 responses so far.
Awesome. For those of you that are wondering, we will be doing another survey towards the end of the year, after Gamescom, CitizenCon,
Big event.
and the holiday live stream. And
literally the only question would be, so, how was that?
yeah. Brybase, Jake is on his way home. As soon as he gets back, we're going to be getting him on, probably for the post stream. But yeah. Spores, Pone, do I still house vermin in my room? I actually don't. Unfortunately, both of my rats passed away. I buried them in the garden, and they have been feeding a very lovely and large pumpkin plant.
People don't like rats, man. They're great.
Rats are great. I loved them. Uh-oh. Jake's here.
Oh, no.
Why am I the only person who gets
Jake.
happy or excited when someone new's around?
Jake, it sounds like we're going to be like an hour and a half. Would you like to join us?
That's yes. I mean, it's 40
That
seconds
seems
ago
it's
that
40,
the question he's
it's
answering,
40
but it's a
seconds
yes.
early, but his yes
Bring
is
him in, dude.
okay. Let's. Oh god, this is gonna screw up everything. By the way, we don't.
No. Here's what I want you to do, David. I want you to squish me, and Jake can have us right next to each other.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
This just crop me. Here, I'll like. Which way are you gonna crop me? I can move myself up or left or right.
I don't know yet. I'll
do this.
crop you. Don't worry. Let's bring Jake in.
Oh god, it's gonna fuck up.
Oh
everything.
god, this is bad.
Just give me a minute. Give me. Oh wow. Everyone, give me a minute. Literally, let's be honest. You guys have nothing else. Nothing else to watch because it's not like it's live yet.
Hello
so.
there. Are you Jake? Are you
Oh.
Do you like that?
Nope, that's the overlay.
Oh, why can't I change? Is this unplugged? Did I unplug my webcam?
Probably.
No,
Oh, it's not
but
even-
Skype has this weird habit of saying you've got no webcam, even though
Eric, can
everything
you check your
else
Discord,
in Windows
please?
says it's fine.
Eric, check your Discord.
Oh,
Oh, wait, button right there. Let's.
hello.
Hello.
Did that not work? Did
No.
I-
Wait.
there-
Can we
there-
also?
oh,
Hey!
We're gonna do some more. Eric, can you add CS to this call?
oh god.
Let's just bring everyone from Relay
Please,
in.
no,
Let's
I
just-
want-
let's just bring them all in.
Please cram us. Me and Jake get crammed into this
Yeah,
one square.
just
and
give me a
Shiver and
second.
CS
I'm working on it.
Get crammed
Guys.
into that square.
I'm drinking a drink and it's very blue.
What are you drinking, boy?
This is a blue kamikaze.
Define that for me.
Vodka, blue curacao, and lime juice.
All right. I'm almost there with you. I'm gin tonic right now.
Oh, yeah.
Spawn would like to know, Jake, are you recording?
I saw that butt. I saw that butt crack.
David?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't add anybody to the call. I think it's
Oh.
because you started it.
Okay, give me a second.
Oh wait,
Add-
no, never mind. I think I'm okay.
You can do it.
I'm up. Yep, never mind. I'm good.
Oh,
All right.
Nitro Typat has joined the chat. He is the inventor of the
Woohoo!
iPad.
More
Okay,
people.
Let's see what happens now.
The whole
Oh, no.
reason is my camera in this.
Yes.
Okay. Can you see me? The whole reason why this took me so long is because I was going to get this.
Ooh.
Are you?
I am now officially able to serve alcohol in the state of Massachusetts.
Congratulations, Jake.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Can you serve me some alcohol, please?
sure. How about a blue kamikaze?
Whatever the blue thing is.
Okay, let's figure this out. Hey, CS,
So-
how's it
Can
going?
you get Astropub in here? Can you get
Hello.
GHG
Oh
in
my
here?
god.
What about
No,
Captain
they're,
Richard?
they're doing
Keep
their
adding
own
people.
thing.
They're doing their own thing.
They're doing their own
thing.
stuff.
Fine. It's fine.
So
we can only have
what?
one.
Screw it. We can merge the podcast together into one blob.
This
A
is
glob?
bad.
Blob.
You break everything. That is how we-
CS,
Where's-
the only
where's the
one
flag?
who thought to wear a relay shirt today.
Yeah.
I lost
worry,
I
Mike.
lost Dolvac in the
I'm somewhere. I don't know where I am. Help. Help! Please, someone help me.
Just so that everyone knows, this is what we do for fun. We don't care. Just leave us alone and love us.
Hey,
'cause-
hit that subscribe button if you like our content.
why? I don't know, but
Holy shit! Stormy
What the fuck are
Winters
you
as
doing?
well.
We have-
Everyone's here.
Everybody's here.
hey, Stormy,
God
Well,
bless us,
Actually, is this
everyone.
actually everybody?
it is.
Vince, it's not Vince.
Oh wait, yeah, we don't have.
Look,
Ah.
Vince, get him.
What about
I don't know if he's
Sunjammer?
home yet. I don't know if he's home yet.
Oh, God.
left.
Oh man.
Sunjammer's not watching this shit. He's got taste.
We just went to the standby screen for a second. I like
Yes.
that. Please stand by.
Sorry.
This is
Okay.
what happens when we go off
Jim.
script.
Jim, that is like Dolvek does that all himself.
Okay, everyone. We've been joined by some new players.
God,
Player 5 game.
David, raise the Shiver CS and Stormy one up a level.
Oh
The
yeah,
label.
yeah, I see it. Sorry,
level
doing
or
it, doing it all live, doing it all live.
Is this the Overwatch podcast? This is what I came for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey man, let's
I
talk
thought
about that.
this
We're
was
talking
the
about the
Amiga
mercy
podcast.
changes, all right? Let's talk about.
Fucking crazy mercy changes,
Oh,
y'all.
man.
Okay, no, hang on. Do we have
Okay,
an up? No, no.
You know, I think
Hey.
Diva really works in a dive comp now.
Dolvac,
honestly.
Dolvac. 1 second. Do we have any update on how long it's going to be until CIG go live?
I'm looking.
Also, Spore
Not seeing.
Spawn. Also, Spore Spawn still better than the holiday live stream.
Yeah.
I
There's
mean,
no
you're-
Melissa Estrada, so I refute that claim.
How long do you
Uh,
guys think it's going to be delayed, though?
okay.
I have everything all set up, ready to go to transcribe it, but I'm just like,
They
why does
said,
it-
they said 30 minutes. Like I think that was the word. Was 30-minute delay.
But
You know, I read
Zaith,
it-
hang
So
on,
So
it's
30
Zaith.
minutes until they start
it.
letting
We're
people
still out-
into the building? Oh, so it's
Yeah.
going to be like an hour.
It,
At
what
least.
we're hearing is like 30 minutes to an hour and a half, somewhere in there. We don't really know how long, but
It's not unexpected.
so we're gonna try and organize this a bit. So I'm going to try and ask you guys questions.
You've
as
got
we
to do the
this.
wave.
Wait, do I? Oh,
we get a
Zake
subscriber?
Zakeness just subscribed. Thank you, Zakeness.
Thank you, Twitch Prime subs. Look at your beautiful little crown you have. Aren't you a beautiful man?
Cool. Okay.
All right, I got a question.
Yeah.
So, we've been over this with David, Eric, Shiver, and myself. CS and Jake, the two of you. What do you guys think about the Vandal stuff that has been showing up the past 2 days? So, if you're not aware, in the Prospector little clip that they released the other day, there was a straight up Vandal in the background. And then today, there's a Aurora promotional image for like the new Aurora. There's straight up like a Vandal fucking capital ship in the background. Like
There's
two of them.
several of them, yeah.
I think there's totally gonna be big old Vandal ships and Vandal NPCs and things inside 3.0 that they haven't told us about.
CS.
That would be a big change.
What do I think of it? I'll be honest, I've been away all week.
You've had much better things to think about.
Yeah. I think the one thing I liked was, well, I know it's already been seen, but like in the Myst Prospector, the guy with the railgun tries to shoot the pilot, and it doesn't do anything.
Yep.
Maybe that was entertaining. As far as Vandu goes, I don't know. I want to see them fight. That's what I really want to see. If I see a static one, we've seen Vandal, so it's like I want to see them actually fight.
The Prospector video was pretty spectacular. I
It
liked
was.
it.
For everyone wondering, it seems like Zaith is going to post in a second a picture of the current line waiting to get in.
Oh, you mean like
there it is,
they-
there it is.
how they always
Oh my
never
fucking god.
know how to manage lines?
Yeah,
these
that
events
looks like
ever?
a clusterfuck. Look at that shit.
Yeah.
Well, if
So-
that's what they're doing right now, we're probably looking at least an hour
Hours.
minimum.
We're hours.
It's going to be an hour and a half.
I don't know why I was worried it was gonna start on time.
Wait, what were everyone's predictions about this? I think we predicted 10 minutes, Shiver? Was that your prediction?
At least
shit.
10
I
minutes?
told you, if
Me and
I
Shiver,
say
me and Shiver
something,
were
they
being
do the
fucking
fucking opposite.
optimistic, and we were like, it's gonna be 5 to 10 minute delay. Nope.
Okay, CS,
But I'm
Stormy.
still going to be fucked up at the start, though. We're sticking by that one.
Hey, Stormy, how's it going?
Just mute it.
It is not muted.
It is
Nope,
unmuted.
we can hear you.
Yes, you're muted.
How's it going, Stormy?
No, he just walks away. Phone rings. Okay.
Have you two enjoyed the week off of transcriptions?
Is there ever a week off though?
This was technically a week off.
Technically yes, but technically no.
And then they dropped ATV anyway.
Yes,
Yes,
they
they
did.
They said they weren't going
But
to.
they said they weren't going to.
It was terrible.
At least it's only 15 minutes long, right?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
still not done. Like we just got back
Nope.
from vacation yesterday. So.
Take your no one's gonna care about ATV right now. Let's be honest.
Well, that's what I figured.
Like
The only thing people wanted out of that entire video was the number, and it was
Yeah.
a good number, so we're good.
oh my. So we've got 6 relay staff live right now. If anyone has any questions for any of the relay staff, now is probably your best time to ask them. So we do have a few more questions here, and we're going to look through them.
Okay.
Idris Carrier asks, when will the show relay start?
No.
Ooh.
Get out. Stop. your hands.
Wow.
That's
Papa-
fucking awful.
Papa Shiver has a joke. I'm going to read this joke verbatim.
Papa Shiver.
Papa Shiver has a joke. What's brown and sticky?
A stick.
Correct. It's a stick. Idris Carrier asks, are you looking forward to seeing the one guys taking a tomato soup bath?
No.
I have it saved. I'm gonna stick you that shit if it comes true. Like I'm waiting.
Yes.
Actually, it'd be
Rivals,
interesting.
yes.
Okay.
I
So the Star Citizen, the Star Citizen chat is spamming like mad.
I just can't be that inappropriate, so I'll just leave it.
Wow. So still no ETA on when the event is actually going to start. We're going to try and entertain you until then. Next
Tomorrow.
question. Tomorrow.
There's one guy in the Star Citizen chat that just screamed, "We have been unleashed!"
Yeah, they're going nuts over there. China Shop Rodeo asks, what would be a good themed food to take to a potluck for Bar Citizen? Actually, Jake, seeing as you are now legally a server of alcohol,
I
Lots
am.
of garlic.
do you have any plans to create a line of Star Citizen themed
Oh Jesus.
drinks?
Man, I just barely learned how to make a Grateful Dead. Give me some time.
I give you 12 days.
Okay.
And you're going to start
But
the...
fucking-
you-
The answer is yes eventually.
I didn't know you were doing this, Jake, and for some reason, the two of us fucking like have like mirroring lives like perfectly.
Are you
And,
all
like-
doing this?
Yes, actually. The job I started a month ago, I'm doing marketing for a fucking like local like alcohol company and like high end like wine stores. And like I've been learning about shit all day long. I've been learning about tiki cocktails for like the past like 3 weeks now.
So, actually, you know what? I already have a science fiction team drink. I could just take this blue kamikaze and add Bailey's.
Ooh.
That is the blue milk. This is Star Wars.
Nice. I like that.
That's actually very tasty.
What we need is we need a new series on Relay where you come up with a Star Citizen themed drink and someone else comes up with a Star Citizen themed meal and we pair them.
All right. Hold on. Okay, right now, I'm gonna do it. All right. Ounce of green chartreuse, soda water, fucking maraschino liqueur. Call it a fucking Banu.
Three maraschino cherries and
Something.
call it a Banu reproductive system.
That's it. Bam. There you are. Wait, no. It's that.
With
But
the
then
stick of celery for the flight penis.
you drop in a fucking like. You drop in like a fucking like a shot glass of whole milk just into it.
Okay.
God.
CS
Oh,
and Stormy,
boy.
are you too glad to be back in the hell that is us?
It's amazing. I'm trying to think of a drink combination, actually. Trying to think.
Something that doesn't have
Jack
maraschino
Daniels.
No.
Coke, that's all you need.
So
Oh,
I found a cocktail the other day that it's called a cocktail of ice and fire. And so you know those like ice spheres that you use
Yes.
for like whiskey and stuff. So you make one, but you only
You
have,
hollow it out. Yeah.
and
I've seen
then
this.
you drain the water out, and then you inject like a rum punch or something, and then
Boy.
you stick a like a bamboo pick.
Yeah, with
through-
cherry to like fill
and
the
then
top,
you
yeah.
hold, and then you take the glass, you put like a high, like a 151
Yeah.
rum in it on the bottom, right? You light it on fire, and then you set the ice ball down on top of it, and the fire melts the bottom of the ice, and then the punch drains into the bottom, extinguishes the flame, and you drink it.
Wow.
That's
that is
really cool.
It's a
That's-
cocktail of ice and fire. It takes like 3 hours to make.
CS?
Wait, 3 hours to make or 3 hours to drink?
No, just to make. You can
Yes.
probably drink it pretty fast. But
Like, I'm not waiting 3 hours just to drink me like
Hold up.
anytime now.
It's
All right,
okay.
okay, hold on,
The stream has gone live with the
Oh,
Star
shit.
Citizen logo.
Okay.
okay.
Well, and Brybase just said that that they confirmed the delay, but they have no E ETA.
Yeah. So we're gonna have it live on the logo, but we're not going to go over to it yet because
We'll have the stream up.
yeah, well, I've got it up. We'll know as soon as
We'll
it's
watch
time
it.
for us to swap over. But I mean, we could see that logo for an hour. We don't know.
Or 9 hours.
Don't worry. As soon as it goes actually live, we will switch over.
Yep.
Because
Embrace the logo.
Even if it's in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah.
Just
I've actually got it prepped in chat to /host. I really just have to hit enter. So
David, why does your camera suck so bad?
because of Skype.
I don't
Okay.
think it's
His camera looks okay though. It's
No, my
good
camera.
quality.
Look at my camera in Skype. It's fine, but because
If you look at
OBS
it on-
OBS can't grab from Skype and show on OBS. Like I can't have it as my camera in OBS. It has to grab it from Skype, and in Skype, my camera is this little tiny thing at the very bottom.
Hey,
Yeah, what?
David.
Yeah?
Wouldn't have this problem.
If I had
You had
XSplit,
XSplit.
fuck you. I don't have $200 to spend on it.
Get Rex.
Xbox isn't that expensive. Come on.
Yeah, it is.
Wait.
He
Quiet.
you get a lifetime.
Quiet,
license.
Jake, quiet. They're doing an audio test.
Okay. I don't have the stream up, so.
They're
Someone
doing
just,
audio tests.
They're
Zay,
just people talking in the
Zay
background.
said they're letting VIPs in now. Although I think at this stage, aren't we all VIPs?
We
Is
should
there
be.
anyone who
Oh, there
isn't
they are, they're live.
concierge?
Oh, it's live.
It's live?
Brian Chambers is up.
Okay. Well, let's switch over.
Doing it.
We will see you guys at the post show. Thanks so much. See you in chat.
Is this real life? Is this fantasy?
Okay, I think we're hosting them.
Okay.
Yep, and it's looking good on our end.
Started Hutchinson.
Thank you.
Alright. Can you hear it? Welcome to Relay.
Okay.
Unbound
Silence
Live to
everyone.
Kakusan.
Silence everyone
Oh,
for a
no.
second. Silence.
She can hear you now.
We should be going live here in just a moment. I'm hoping it's gonna pick up. Just give it a second. Give it a second. I just need to take off my headphones and
Went
go to
live
the
like
door for a
30
second.
seconds ago. dude.
I'm just gonna.
Excellent.
Excuse me for a second.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm just gonna ignore everyone because I'm trying to do the TLDR, so that's
Clint,
happening.
don't lie.
Caption battle!
He does that.
Oh.
David
Yeah.
just did his screaming thing. He does that all the time.
I'm having trouble seeing things.
You don't need to see things. Okay. Yeah, everything's changed. People are all over the place. Things are on fire. This is now.
Oh yeah.
Shiver.
This is bad.
It's always bad. Oh man, what did we just watch? Jake,
Gamescom
your
2017 presentation.
We watched a 2-hour-long webcam commercial.
Yep.
Man, those webcams can do some pretty amazing rendering.
I know, right? It's new technology, 2017.
Okay, so because Takako probably has to go to sleep soon, because you know, most people are sane and aren't up at whatever hour it is over there. Takako,
Right.
what did you think of that as someone who's not really, you know, in the know about Star Citizen in the first place?
Sutorimo no kange desu ka?
ドリームの考えです。
Stream. What did you think of the stream? The presentation, the ships, the pretties.
あ
The JPEGs.
あ、書いてます。
Exciting.
うん。
Yeah.
うん。
Sugoi?
うん。すごい。
Exciting and cool.
Sugoi.
There we go.
うん。
I'm okay with that take. Jake, your thoughts?
It's about what I expected, to be totally honest.
Yeah?
I'm whelmed.
Overwhelmed,
You're whelmed?
underwhelmed, or just whelmed?
He's
Whelmed.
whelmed. He's the only person who's ever been whelmed.
Whelmed. No, it was cool. I'm super pumped that freaking ships can land inside other ships. Seeing my baby Idris flying around is pretty awesome. Face over IP was definitely a very nice surprise. I know like it's something that they've wanted to do for a long time. See, here's the thing. Like, it's awesome. It's cool that it's in the game, but it's absolutely an ancillary feature that I don't know. I want some meat and potatoes. That is frosting.
I mean, it was kind of a deja vu moment with the render to texture thing, where a while ago they were like, oh yeah, we could do this in the future, and now they're presenting it as in
And-
like, oh yeah, by the way,
And
we're
that's
doing
cool. Like it's awesome that they're doing it, but yeah, again, like I want them to show more. Like it's as I've been saying for a while, they're going to show some extra 3.0 type things. And like capture battles are freaking sweet, and it's awesome, like that it works. I don't know. I wish they showed like mining or something.
CS and Stormy, what did you two think?
I think they're working.
They're working.
Well,
Eris, you got
I
a
can
little bit.
stop.
There you got it. You got it.
I liked it. I was nice to see the NPCs. That was probably
Yeah,
something I took
yeah,
away
that was
from it.
Yeah.
Because those are kind of important for the universe. As far as the ships go, I think I was really enjoying it up until the part where the pirates like attack them on the ground, and I'm like, that's kind of where it started to really fall apart for me, because
Yeah.
I get you're scripting something, but it just looks so awkward. And the fact that it wasn't atmospheric flight. Now, I can understand it's difficult to do that as well, but it just felt like it took away because you saw them perform exactly in space as they would in atmosphere.
Now, this being said, people have reported from the floor demo of 3.0 that atmospheric flight is absolutely in the game, and you feel the weight of your ship and the atmosphere resistance on your ship.
Oh, that's cool.
Whether that was in this demo for the presentation is another thing. But I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, no, it's good to know if that is the case. Absolutely. I just felt like it did not look like it was present, but yeah, no, it was overall it was a good demo. It was definitely more than I expected. Like I was honestly not expecting much, you know. Like,
honestly, yeah, me too.
this
It was
thing, you
a
know,
little more.
seeing what happened, last year, it was great and all, demo wise, not, Spectrum is coming through now. Unfortunately, it's hard to talk about something for 45 minutes, and this is what we're going to do. And a lot of people nowadays are like, "Well, I want to see what you're doing." Not, "Oh, that's kind of a cool thought," but let's see it actually in practice. And so
They
it was
didn't
nice to
actually talk
see.
about Spectrum much today, which was really nice.
Well, I was
Actually,
really
almost not at all.
I was really hoping for a cafeteria demo, but we didn't get that. So I was
With
really
working
disappointed,
drink
but,
physics, please.
Yeah,
Stormy, what did you think?
I like the small things, like the shadows, the dust, all that stuff is very interesting for me.
It looked
The details.
like
it
the
looked damn good.
like the bullet hitting the ground near the rover and stuff like that.
The flags.
And
The
like
eye-
parts of the Idris opening, the ship coming out, stuff.
I love the fact that like normally ships create like little dust fluctuations when they're landing, but the Idris was causing a small sandstorm. For all the players that were walking in. Yeah, the music was good too.
Yeah, the music was excellent. Actually, I really liked the music in the Origin commercial, especially. I liked it.
A lot of the sound effects have been improved as well. Those guns were sounding a lot meatier for once as well.
The railgun sounded incredible when it fired.
It was so cheesy though, like the back of the rover up, just like yeah. I mean, it was still cool, but it was like yeah.
When it started, it was like, oh, this is like an action movie, and then all of a sudden, Melissa, who was driving, like turned to where she wasn't even running away from the Drake the Cutlass anymore, and he was like, aim it, and she's like, I am, and so he kind of just sat there for a few seconds trying to aim at something he couldn't see, and then he kind of missed. It looked like he missed the Cutlass, and then the Cutlass exploded. So
Yeah,
I think it's time of flight. I think.
Yeah, the railgun isn't a laser beam. It's definitely not. Like when you look at the demo they did of it, it actually has some travel time to it. So
yeah,
especially it being a portable one, like one on like a ship, that's totally different. Like the Idris one, that thing was like a rocket, going crazy. But
well,
yeah,
isn't the shoulder fired one just a size 2 ship weapon with human or like with like handling attachments on it so that way people can hold it?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure that's what they said.
If that's
Shiver?
the case,
well, that's
then-
kind of cool.
Sure, what are your thoughts?
There was extremely good bits and some jank bits. I mean, animations, those NPC walkie animations look quite painful, but that's work in progress. That's fine. Obviously, bugs and things to be expected, but it was damn good. Like they had not at one point they didn't have just one Idris. They had 2 Idrises, asteroids in the background, people on the ships in there, and one of the nicest feels for me was when the Idris opened up, kind of Wing Commander style. So all those years I practiced manual landing in Wing Commander, they're going to pay off now.
Nakara, what are your thoughts?
First question. Can you hear and see me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. Because my computer is going like 1 frame a second right now. I can't see anything. It's
probably
not good.
I'm wearing sunglasses, so I can't see at all.
I can't, or else I'll lose them.
I'm adding the ones that are already in there. I don't know if we're gonna get to many more because there's already about 400.
There's 39 in there now. So
Yeah.
still working on it.
That ramp though.
So
hard.
Ramp to OP, please nerf.
so
Finally, they added ramps to Star Citizen.
I think maybe I'm a little bit more positive than other people, but I guess that's sort of always the thing. There was nothing I really didn't like. The crashes.
That's not saying I didn't like the presentation.
No,
It's
I
just-
know.
I wish
Um,
there
But
was
you
more.
you hated it, Jake, especially when the ninjas were fighting each other. That was
Oh,
like, what is
absolutely.
this garbage?
Actually,
This
the
is
only part
garbage.
I would say is that I don't think it should be very easy to maintain a hover, in a ship like the Cutlass was doing when it was firing, in atmosphere. I mean,
Yeah, I agree.
you should be able to do it, but you should be fighting the controls, I think.
Right. Kind of like a
Um,
helicopter.
Well, and it's like
Exactly.
that's the thing, like what Jake was saying, that the demo on the floor had it, but it seemed like in
Mhm.
the presentation they didn't. So I'm wondering if that is something, like if someone was there to test that, like how does
terms
it
of-
feel when you're hovering?
In terms of maintaining a hover, I wonder how much IFCS compensates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
maybe.
might. But yeah,
But well, things that I really liked. I think the facial tech is actually going to be in the long run
yeah, in the long
very,
run,
very,
incredible.
very important because they need to figure out a way to get people to use Spectrum because it's kind of integral to the whole thing to actually get people into that environment. And this is going to be the thing, I think, especially that it works with normal webcams. A lot of people have a webcam, and I think that will really bring everything together, and it will really, really help the multiplayer aspect of the game. You can look at people, you can talk to them, all of your emotions show in your face. So the whole connection between players will be way better. Loved seeing Levski full of NPCs and in its proper. Now it's really nice to see Delamar develop properly, so it has the asteroids hanging in the sky above it, and the landing zone was amazing.
Someone in chat noticed no option to skip dialogue, which could be a bit annoying after a while.
You have to think that that's the kind of thing that they will fix and add.
That's going to be a huge.
Wow.
That's not really a priority at this point. I don't
Like,
think.
No.
I missed that section. I literally, when I started watching the stream, they were in the airlock. The guy that was with Melissa, the two people that were driving the Ursa, I can't remember the guy's name. But I just remember it being his camera, and Melissa's character was standing off to the side, and she started talking, but it sounded kind of like an in-game dialogue type thing.
Yeah.
And then her character's mouth started moving, and her character was this big burly guy in a marine outfit, and a female's voice came out, and my brain, because I just tuned in, was like, okay, did the wrong character model like load in for an NPC or something? Because this is
Burly
weird.
Marines can have a sensitive side, Nitro.
I mean, okay.
That was,
Here's
awesome.
here's my thing about that entire presentation is we've been asking them for the longest time to show us more about the actual development of the game and show us more in work in progress and tell us where it is, and they've gotten a lot better at telling us where 3.0 is. They had the 3.0 schedule, which is great. They now have the burn down, which tells us how many bugs are left. As far as we know, there's something like 68 left right now, and that's great. And here is a presentation that included all the bugs. It included the horribly glitchy ramp. It included the whole, I mean, an entire planet didn't spawn in, for fuck's sake. And I don't...
That
I
was
missed that part.
it's a graphical bug.
Thankfully, that was actually a bug that they were aware of.
Yeah, but I
but
am so glad that they showed us all of that, because that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see in the development of this game. I want to see where it is. I don't care if it's not 100% good to go for everyone. I just want to see it, because I thought that was great. I thought the facial tech is actually game changing, like actually game changing.
And swap over.
I mean, watching someone drive a rover into the Connie and then the rover go up while someone else is going up at the front entrance, and they're all going up, and then the Connie takes off. Like, the game's doing stuff that I didn't think was possible.
And you know what? Like, because it looks so seamless, it also works against them, because people take it for granted when that stuff happens. Like, they see it working, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's whatever." Like, it'd be like, that should be totally standard, right? No.
Yeah, they don't understand the tech behind it.
And it took so much effort just to get to that point, you know. And it's
Most game developers would look at that and they're like, "How the hell did they do that?"
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go around. I want to know what everyone's favorite one thing from the presentation was. We're gonna start with Jake.
Landing Gladii inside the Idris.
You liked that, eh?
Yeah, it's why I backed this game.
Yeah. How about you, CS and Stormy?
about what?
What was your favorite part of?
Oh, my favorite part of the presentation.
Yeah.
I think it was just that initial, like, when they got the rover and they drove it into the Connie and had to get it in there just right, and then they loaded it up and then warped out and all that kind of stuff. I like that. That was nice. And the thing that got me excited was the fact that the Merlin is there.
Yeah.
Is it ready? Probably not, but it's so close. But the fact that it's like, oh, hey, look at that. It's not very long.
That.
It's not very long
in the
until
ship.
you can fly the Merlin, you know. So that was probably it, you know, like, and seeing the loadout. What was it? What did they call it? Inventory low. It basically being able to swap your clothes and stuff just like that was very cool to actually see it, you know, because we see like, oh, this has been delayed another 3 weeks. Oh, it's been delayed another 2 weeks. Well, what the hell are they delaying? Oh,
That's what. Yeah.
That's why.
That's
Like,
what-
yeah.
It's
What
actually
about-
nice to visually see it.
Yeah. What about you, Nitro?
I really enjoyed when the Idris showed up, because when they were sitting there dogfighting, and I realized there was a ship off in the distance that I knew was a bigger ship that was going to come down and pick them up. But because I saw the nacelles, my brain is like, okay, what ships are in engine that I know of that has nacelles? So I was like, oh, it's a Retaliator. And then they kept zooming around. I'm like, no, that's not a Retaliator. How are they going to pick up an Ursa rover with a Retaliator? And then, like, shortly before Chris was like, there's an Idris, it turned, the Gladiator went around it in a certain way that you could see the railgun on the front.
Mhm.
And I just had this, like, oh crap moment of, that's an Idris in engine, in multiplayer, in atmosphere, on a planet, and they're about to do something with it that I don't know. And that was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
Shiver?
it was a reclaimer. I think all of us thought it was.
We all did. We were in chat all
Yeah.
saying, "Is that a reclaimer? Is that a reclaimer?" And then,
Yeah.
it started to turn, and I think Jake was like, "No!" Basically.
He became
Hey,
George
Yeah,
of the
just
Jungle.
Listen.
just like Tarzan.
Yeah.
Listen. Out
Oh,
of
we're listening.
out
We're
of
listening.
everybody here, who out of all y'all owns an Idris?
You.
You.
Just me.
Don't
I
rub
know
it in,
my
man.
ship.
Don't rub it in, man.
I know my ship very well.
I don't
I
want
wanna-
an Idris.
I want to own a space boat one day.
I don't want an Idris because it draws too much attention.
Good.
That thing is huge.
But you'll look good doing it, CS.
Yeah.
Painted
Yeah,
black.
but I'll look
no
good in
one
my
will see it.
Caterpillar though.
I also have a caterpillar.
I know. Aren't they?
If you don't want to be
Black.
noticed, jump in
black.
a ghost.
I just want the rover to go on sale so I can finally cross chassis upgrade from the Tumbril. I don't want the Tumbril.
Why
What
not? I
I
want
want
it.
the
is it a Dust Devil? Because I'll trade you.
Dust Devil. What?
The matte black skin.
Oh no, it's
I-
just the regular one.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah.
know about the limited time thing, and I didn't end up picking one up, even
Like-
though I really wanted one.
I like the Tumbril. It's not what I'm looking for. Like I want something that has a complete environmental, like, you know, you can take your helmet off inside, whereas the Tumbril is,
canopy.
you know, yeah.
2 of my 3 backgrounds are tumbrils, and the third is the heavy outlaw armor that they have been
Nice.
showing.
I think that means you like the Tumbril.
I like it a bit, yeah.
Question for chat. I can't find it, but maybe you could tell me if it's out there. Is there a separate Origin X1 store page?
Yeah. Someone see if they can find the Origin X1. We think
By itself.
by itself. We think it's a open canopy racer by
Think?
Origin.
It's written on the page.
It's an open Canopy Racer by Origin, but the only thing we can find it listed in is in the Origin Complete Pack, which just came out with the 600i.
It's in both the combo pack and the complete pack.
Okay. Let's actually talk about that 600.
Friggin'
It's
beautiful.
pretty.
I like it.
It's like if you took the Defiant and just like power washed it. That's what that is.
I mean, you
don't
can
have
definitely
questions?
see the 890 jump influence in there as well.
Mhm. Yep.
It's a bit odd to me. It's like, I don't know if it's just the fact that there's a large white body with not a lot of panel lines or whatnot breaking it up. But it is a very interestingly shaped ship. I like it, but it's just it doesn't. It looks nice, but it doesn't quite hit that spot for me. So
It's
I'm not
slightly
like,
changed.
yeah, I'm not like, oh, I should buy one if I had the money. I'm kind of like, oh, that would be cool to see in universe, and I'd like to ride in one eventually.
I might have grabbed one already.
Nice.
When
Now,
we
did you
saw it, it had like two sides on it that were glass windows, and they've seemed to have taken those out and replaced them with panels now.
Now the new Drake Cutlass or the
Shit.
reworked Drake Cutlass, I could use one of those. That's a real nice looking ship.
Yeah, I got one of them.
Thanks, Flint.
Does the missus know?
Mrs. know what?
Yeah. Okay.
No, what? Does the missus know what?
That you bought a 600i?
I didn't
Oh,
buy
he
it.
just
I
used
melted.
he just
I
used
melted.
melted stuff.
I did not.
Oh.
No more real money is going into Star Citizen. I've already put in $4,000. That is enough.
What's $400 more? Come on now. That's not that bad.
Yeah, it's only
Oh,
10%.
10%.
What's
It's
only
only
400?
10% more. Come on.
You're only at 4,000. I mean, what's $400?
Yeah, what's 10% more? Come on.
My
Yeah,
life.
pretty
Literally
sure
my
my wife's
life.
gonna want
That's
one.
such a small number. I mean,
Really?
if you wanted to go for an Idris, that's different. But I mean, 400, it's no
I
problem.
don't need another ship. Everybody else has all the multiplayer ships that I want, so I could crew that. And
Mhm.
between
I've-
me, we have
I have put enough into Star Citizen to fund. I have funded it enough. Is my personal and professional opinion.
Personally,
I am likely going to be upgrading my Terrapin into a 600. However, it breaks my heart because the Terrapin is the Ghost, and I love the Ghosts a lot.
yeah, I actually I traded in my my Terrapin for a Hurricane, and then after a while, I was like, I can't do that because I love the Terrapin too much. So I melted my Hurricane and went and used my buyback token to get my Terrapin back.
Now,
I really like the Space Turtle. It's cool.
one thing I will say is we've actually seen quite a bit this week because of all the gameplay at Gamescom, which was really nice, actually. All the Gamescom gameplay that we saw. But did you guys think that this looked better than what we were seeing from the show floor at all?
No, I actually think that
No.
the show floor looked better. The show floor looked a bit smoother.
I think it's also because the show floor demo was updated on the show floor, which this probably was not.
This was
So-
baked, like this was a special build for the event.
Very likely, yes.
Also, there's a big question now. So we have the 300i, we have the 600i. Obviously, they just like, no, we're not going 900i. They went 890. What's going to be the 1200i?
It's going to be a retribution
Origins capital ship.
It's
or
gonna be
retribution
an,
sized.
it's gonna be an Idris size. Come on.
Yeah.
The RSI has the Aurora. Then it's the
Isn't the
Connie.
jump almost as big as the?
It's gonna have a Connie-sized pool.
Ooh, I
But-
like that.
So, okay, another thing that we need to talk about a bit more, I think, NPCs walking around. That's one of the things that we were saying.
You never asked me what my favorite thing from the demo was. That
Oh,
was my favorite
okay,
thing from
sorry.
the demo.
There we go.
That was my
Cool, man.
favorite part of the whole thing was actually
Okay.
seeing the whole living universe thing come to come to life. That was a very bad phrasing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But no, seeing Levski like that was really inspiring. I think it's going to be awesome to explore.
And the amount of NPCs they had around. They said
200.
200.
That's pretty good. I also noticed that because they had to restart after the crash. Now, the first time they went into the weapons store, they spent some time in there. And then as they left, someone else walked in. And the store clerk repeated her "welcome to the store" line, right? Whereas the second time they did it, that didn't happen. No one else walked in. So her line didn't repeat as they were leaving.
Yep. So it's all actually using subsumption properly.
I think that's pretty darn cool.
I
Personally.
really need to go back and rewatch this because I joined right after the crash.
Okay. You didn't see
Oh
the
no,
first...
there's actually a lot you missed.
Yeah. I asked Rail and he lied to me.
They weren't hauling ass in the second.
in the
Or
He said they
they weren't
didn't
hauling
miss
ass in the
much.
first one compared to the second. Second one, they're just like, go, 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 go.
He said I didn't miss much. Now I'm sad.
I don't know. I personally really liked the first hour. I thought there's a lot of really interesting things in there. But that's just my opinion.
It still sucked. The crash kind of took the wind out of it a little bit, though, I felt.
Yeah.
It did. It
Everyone
definitely
was like super hyped, like, oh, this is so cool, and then crash. And then like another
No.
20 minutes of having to set up and get back to where they were.
What was your
Because-
favorite bit, Takako?
Eh?
What was your favorite bit
シーン
in the stream? Yeah, faces.
Hmm.
Seeing them do crazy things. Would you be doing crazy things with your face?
Hmm.
What about in game?
ゲーム
Game as well. Do crazy things.
There,
That's adorable.
I'm
There
not
was
gonna
a-
lie. I'm not gonna lie. The I don't know about the whole the webcam that they're pushing. It sounds like it's a bit more specialized than most webcams for what it is that they want, and I do think
The only difference between it and a normal webcam is the fact that it's not
Narrow.
a wide-angle
yeah,
lens.
it's a narrow angle lens,
Uh,
which is okay. My question is, will that work with my glasses?
probably not.
Does your current webcam work okay with your glasses?
Yes.
Or
Will
do they
their
work fine?
will their facial tracking technology work with my glasses?
Well, your
Oh,
head's
no.
not that big, so I don't know why you're worried. Is it? And I know it's not a
I don't-
wide-angle lens, but like it's okay. Your head will fit.
No, but like, okay, if you look at my glasses right now, where are my eyebrows?
Above your glasses.
Can you
Right
you,
next to your ears.
Can
I bet you they
can you
take
make
that
out
into
this? I'd like to
They
know.
probably take that into account. There's no way they'd be like, yeah, a whole bunch of nerds who wear glasses. Sorry, you're out of luck. You're gonna have to wear contacts just to be able to use the product properly. I'm pretty sure they took that into account.
I can imagine like a group of people that just keep like contacts next to their computer. It's like, oh, those are my Star Citizen contacts. I wear
No,
those when I
no.
play Star Citizen.
Have it say Star Citizen on the the
Oh
actual
man!
sound.
Oh, like those fancy contacts that make your eyes look different. Like
Yep,
instead
yep.
of like a cat eye, your eye
Yep.
just looks like the Star Citizen logo.
Yep, boom. There you look at that. New product right there. Look at that. We're
You
on a
need to
roll
market
here.
the hell out of that. Come on.
Yep, market.
You're
it.
not thinking it through enough. Just instead of
CIG, call
that,
me.
just have the game etched into the contact lenses, burned into the back of your retina.
Jake,
Be
as
brilliant.
one of the people that I know was interested in the HOTAS when they first talked about it, what did you think about Chris?
Throwing shade.
Kind
Good.
of throwing some shade on that one.
He's literally said what we have been saying for a year and a half.
Yep.
Like
What, that he can say whatever he wants because it's because Mad
Yeah,
Cats is gone.
the only reason why they didn't say anything was because they didn't want to burn a bridge that was still there.
Right.
Now that the bridge now that the location on the other side of the bridge no longer exists, they can say whatever they want.
Yep.
Well, to be fair, they really jerked him around a lot. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a prototype for you here,
Yeah.
and then it just never happened. And then like it made them look really bad, like CIG, because they were trying to figure out what the heck was going on. We're thinking like, oh, what the hell, CIG? But really, it was just like Mad Catz dropped the ball, and then when they announced the webcam, I'm like, oh god, not this shit again. But then I'm like, oh, actually, it's a product that
dropped the ball. They just died.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't drop the ball. They just dropped their body, and that's it.
But the good thing about it is just the fact you can use your normal webcam. So they're not really pushing the product. They're just saying if you want a better experience, you can buy it, but you don't need. This is only available with our product.
And
now the breaking point is going to be the price of their webcam.
It's also a completely optional feature that you don't need to take advantage of to play the game.
Yep.
Yes.
It is true.
But if you happen to have a webcam,
who want to play in
The thing
VR,
is, though, a
won't
lot of
have
people
the
have
option of
webcams.
using it at all.
What?
People in VR won't have the option of using it at all.
We still don't know what kind of VR support there's even going to be.
Well, and I would say maybe there may be some like crazy face scanning VR headset extreme by then.
Actually, no. That's something that's already being added to the Vive now. There's an optional add-on for the Vive that does eye tracking.
Yeah, you can get the Tobii. Tobii eye tracking.
Yeah, it does eye tracking inside the VR because eye tracking in VR is actually really important because if it knows what you're looking at and you're looking off that way, it doesn't need to render what's over on your right. If you're looking left, it doesn't need to render what's over on your right as
Brybase.
Foveated rendering.
Yeah.
Brybase said that he's not convinced their webcam has any benefit. It really doesn't. The only difference between it and a normal webcam that does 1080p 60 FPS is that it's a narrow angle lens. Most webcams use a wide angle lens so they can get the room, so you can get multiple people in it, all that good stuff. This is specifically built for facial tracking, so they use a narrow angle lens. There's no other difference.
This calls webcam benchmarking.
Also, it's RSI branded.
Yeah, it's also looks cool.
Yeah.
I also could just take a stick, put it on my webcam, and now it's an RSI webcam. Boom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Done.
They did also show, which I think is really bloody awesome, the render to texture live voice comms.
That was totally staged. Cool. Come on, it was totally fake. Everyone knows. Pre-rendered video.
Oh yeah, totally.
JPEGs.
So that's one of the things that I was actually I didn't really think of this. Whenever they were talking about render to texture, I did not really see much practical application in the massively multiplayer online game Star Citizen. Well, guess what? They have engineers that think of these things.
Yeah.
And
I'll be right back.
And this is the application for render to texture that is going to be used in this game. Render to texture is awesome for freaking Squadron and all that stuff because it's going to be used for narrative things and all that stuff. But
it's for comms calls. It's
awesome. It's freaking great.
And it's great for like PvE comms calls. Like you finish a mission and you can just call back to Miles Eckhart and say, I've finished the mission. Or you call your friend and your friend's character bloody appears on your MOBA glass and you start talking to them and it looks like they're talking and that's just bloody cool.
Who needs Skype anymore?
Yeah. We could actually just start doing the podcast live in Star Citizen with everyone's videos from Star Citizen.
Yep.
Yeah, and I know people are like, well, why would I ever use in-game VIP when I could just use external VIP? Well, that's why. Because that shit is so much more engaging. Like, it's, have any of you guys ever played, well, you guys probably have, but played Arma 2 or Arma 3?
Yep.
Have you ever used the Acre mod?
No.
It's a mod that basically takes TeamSpeak or Mumble or Ventrilo, and it basically converts the sound into as if you were using radios, so you can separate the channels and all that stuff. So it actually sounds like, you know, you're in game and or right beside someone or talking over like kilometer distance and stuff like that. It's like that kind of stuff is so much more exciting than just hearing, you know, crystal clear quality, whatever. It's like, oh, but I want the best advantage. You can have the best advantage, but it's like, I'm here to play a video game. I'm not here to. It's not building.
It was also really neat to notice that. Sorry, go ahead, Nitro.
Oh no, I was just gonna say it's really funny that like I love how clear Discord sounds. I love using Discord for everything. My friends and I use it for like competitive Overwatch, blah blah blah, whatever. And watching the stream, I'm like, I will use Discord for other games, but for Star Citizen, I'm going to use whatever voice thing that they have because I want to sound like I'm in the helmet. I want to sound like
Exactly.
I'm whatever. Also, I want my mouth to move.
And it
'cause
was
that's really awesome.
It was really, really neat to notice that the sound of the comms actually sounded different when they put the helmets on. Like when they were out of the helmet, the person got far away and it sounded like they were far away. And then they put the helmets on and all of a sudden it's in helmet voice. And that's another thing that Chris has been talking about for a long time, about how there are genuine benefits to wearing a helmet, right? Like,
Yeah.
And,
it just,
okay.
It just sounds cool.
You know what I kind of forgot up until right now in all of the excitement of everything else?
Pants?
When he had the guy take his helmet
Same.
off. Remember when
Yep.
the guy
And he-
took his helmet off and he started
And
choking?
he started to asphyxiate. Yeah.
But he didn't
Maybe that was
asphyxiate-
what he was into. I don't know.
But he didn't die immediately, right? Like he probably had a while before he was going to die. I think that's amazing.
Well, that's how it's. That's fun fact. If you took your helmet off in space, you don't die immediately. That's not how.
Yeah.
You do not.
Haven't
However,
you
your
seen?
lungs may explode, and your eyeballs may get sucked out of their socket. But
No,
Actually, no, that
Have-
doesn't happen.
you'd probably die of radiation poisoning before you die of asphyxiation, but the pressure change wouldn't like do a total recall on you.
Yeah,
That's not how
haven't
it
you
works.
watched Guardians of the Galaxy? Star-Lord totally survived all that.
Well, and there's a actual case of something that they had that happen where they lost. It was the which Russian astronaut was it? But anyways, they lost pressure, and he was
Markov.
basically.
That was in
Yeah,
atmosphere.
That
That
wasn't
was
in
in
atmosphere.
atmosphere when he was doing re-entry, and he just came back as a black block because it wasn't
Well-
sealed properly.
Can someone answer me whether or not the Origin rover included in the exploration pack and the Origin X1 are the same thing?
I don't know what any of those things are.
I
I
cannot.
thought there was
answer
only
that
one rover.
Wait, I was going to ask something. What was I going to ask? Don't remember. Oh well. Oh god, I'm losing my voice.
The
Does it-
Origin. The
should
Origin
stop
I would
yelling.
rover-
I would like hard proof that that they are or are not the same thing.
The
if possible.
Orglin rover is to X1 rover from Origin, according to Fire M.
But Flint Dragon and Akrok say they are different.
Hey man, just read the chat.
Like I want somewhere from Cloud Imperium Games saying that they are different or they are the same.
I just wanted to read it because it was spelled funny.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy with that. So earlier this week we had a survey. We got a bit over 1,000 responses on that. We'll be doing some analysis on all those at some point soon. One of the things that we asked was a bunch of baseline questions on where everyone was, like, happiness level on, expectation level on for Gamescom. For everyone here, starting again with Jake, because you're on the bottom right of my list here. Expectation, met, not met, exceeded?
Met.
Nitro?
I kind of I pulled a Spider-Man Homecoming where I went in with like no expectations whatsoever because in my mind 3.0 they've pretty much shown us everything that they're going to give to us at this point. So I wasn't quite sure what they could add to that, considering that I knew that they weren't going to show us any Squadron 42 stuff. So exceeded my expectations anyway, because I wasn't expecting much.
CS and Stormy?
What are the options?
Yes.
Mass exceeded below.
And anything else you come up with. It's just... Yeah.
Some things met my expectations. Other things didn't.
The presentation as a whole.
As a whole, just at that line where it's met.
Stormy?
See, I don't follow the development as closely as you guys, so I never have expectations. So every time I do come back, I'm pleasantly surprised by what they got done.
So met your expectations.
Met exceeded somewhere in there, yeah.
Shiver and Takako?
I think Kana is Takako's answer is in I don't know. And my answer will be slightly exceeded because we saw a freaking Idris land on a freaking planet, and then we saw two freaking Idrises freaking fight in space.
Twice.
I wasn't expecting that. So
That Idris explosion,
slightly
though.
exceeded.
The explosion was beautiful.
Jake, how happy are you that you have an Idris right now?
I'm pretty happy.
Yeah?
Melt
Yeah.
it. Melt it. Melt it.
I am
Hey.
melting a bunch of friggin' ships right now.
Melt it. Melt
Hey,
it.
hey Jake, can I have a ride?
Sure. I mean,
Sweet.
you could stow away pretty easily on that ship, and I wouldn't even know.
Park it right in front of the railgun, just as a safe place to be.
Okay,
Yeah.
Nakara?
Met. That was really good. But I expected they always seem to blow us away, so I was actually expecting to be blown away, and I was. So there you go. It was on par.
I would also say that met my expectation. They showed a lot of stuff that I thought they'd show in that they showed 3.0 gameplay. They showed some stuff that I didn't think that they'd show in, an Idris. Yeah. I want to get to some of the questions that are here in the question box, because people asked some
Make
questions.
one mention, David.
Yep.
The use of the star map in the Moby Glass.
Yeah.
Super cool.
It was momentary, but it was there.
It's actually up on the screen right now.
That's what it reminded me. But I know they're going to be expanding that greatly as they go.
Yeah, but it's actually kind of neat because he selects the destination on his Moby Glass, and then it appears in the ship HUD.
Yep.
I do like that a lot more than the hit the button to bring up every single destination and kind of just aim your way to it.
Well, that was never the way they were going to do it. That was how the heck can we make quick
Right.
navigation into 2.6.3?
Right, but not knowing how they were going to upgrade it, this is a nice
That's definitely
addition.
A nice
So
improvement.
this is actually a good segue into our first question, which is from Akarok, saying, how do you think they'll manage hangars post 3.0's ship persistence, and any clue how I will manage the status and locations of 100 plus ships via the new Moby Glass? Well, we can actually see right there them managing the locations. You zoom into a planet, you'll see the planets in that location. You select them and go. Then you can probably zoom out and focus on what you want to. For ship persistence for hangars, there won't be any in 3.0. You'll land on a planet, and then a minute or so later, your ship will disappear. And then when you need it again, you'll call it again, and it'll appear. It's all going to be kind of fudged. But eventually down the road, they're going to add in like an actual hangar where your stuff actually sits.
Yep.
Your ship's health and ammo and stuff like that is persistent though. So if you get a wing blown off and you despawn your ship, when you spawn it back, it will have a missing wing. That will happen.
Damage
makes me
is
sad.
persistent.
China Shop Rodeo asks, are you excited for Elite Dangerous getting multi-crew finally?
Nope.
Nope.
No, that game's a scam.
That was a beautiful answer.
I can't give it a response because I don't play
Also,
it.
I would
Like,
like to
it
just-
might
I would
not
just
be
like
a
to take a-
scam, but it's more of one than Star Citizen is.
Yes.
I'd just like to take a moment that my favorite part of this current stream that we're doing is Nitro sunglasses.
Thank you. I've
Uh,
committed to them, and I really can't see anything with them on. But
okay. Ashley asks a question that we're going to have to do the full roundtable for, starting this time with Nakara. I know this question gets asked a lot, but what's your favorite ship?
I'm gonna agree with the majority of the people who answered our survey, or not the majority, but the most people who answered our survey. The Carrack. unless it turns out to be awful later.
I
but
wasn't one of those
currently
people.
character.
You said the majority. That wasn't the ship I picked.
Shiver, favorite ship?
Javelin,
CS?
size queen.
Caterpillar.
Nitro?
Can I do a mix between two ships?
No, favorite ship.
Nope.
Fine, the Reclaimer.
Jake?
Yeah.
sorry to get you out of your seat, but
Can I give an answer of current and upcoming?
No.
no.
Because I won't be able to decide between them until I have sat behind the wheel of both of them.
Your ships are gonna have wheels?
I mean,
Mine will.
4 joysticks.
Okay.
A lot of them have wheels.
Mine will have
though.
that too.
Just go. Okay.
CS
What are they, Jake?
during the stream, any landing you can walk away from is a good landing. I'm sorry, Nitro.
Currently in the game, my favorite ship. Currently in the game, my favorite ship is a Saber. And it's my favorite ship, like overall, pretty much right now. But I mean, that will change once the Prowler comes into the game. So
Yeah, you're all wrong. It's the Endeavor.
the Prowler will actually eat your Endeavor. It'll eat it. It'll just devour it.
I don't know if that's physically possible.
The Endeavor.
Watch me.
You
It
can
would-
maybe
it would-
type hat
It
with
would probably. It would probably take quite a few reclaimers to eat an Endeavor. Zakeness asks, who's your least favorite podcast personality, and why is it Dolvac? No, seriously, why do you guys give Dolvac so much shit? I find it funny. Jake, Jake,
give it
this
to
one's
him.
yours.
We give it to him because he's entertaining.
Yep.
That's an easy answer, guys.
Why
do you think we give him crap? But if we truly felt that way, do you think we would have him on our live streams as often as we do?
Who says Dolvac's my least favorite, though?
Oh shit! Who is it? Is it me?
Well, it's obviously CS.
It's secretly me though, no lie.
So I'm just gonna read this one.
It's the shades.
Ashamed user 42 says, a big moron and a little moron are on the edge of a cliff. The big moron fell off. Why didn't the other moron fall? He was a little moron.
Oh, that's amazing.
Who said
I
that?
love that.
Ashamed user 42.
The same user 42. I appreciate you.
I'm just gonna write that one down and use it again somewhere.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's like, this is great material. Oh man.
This is why you guys come and
How
watch
can
us,
I
right?
fuck this
Um,
up? How can I make this more offensive?
I'm ashamed. Wow. Jake, Idris
What?
Carrier has a question that you should answer, or we could answer in concert. But will there be a Beefcast again?
Yeah. I was thinking we'll do one after we get our hands on the Destiny 2 beta, which starts in a couple days. So.
That starts
Oh,
Monday.
Yep. So either next week or the week after.
Oh shoot, that is Monday, isn't it? Guys,
Yep.
invite me to that. I have the Destiny beta.
Okay, we'll play some. I think there's some people. Oh, also the preload is up for it. I'm not going to do that now because it might handicap the stream, but you can.
I'm gonna
in
do
fact-
that. It's gonna what?
It is in fact live to
Oh,
pre-install on the Blizzard app. So
Wow.
there will be another Beefcast. It's going to be after Destiny 2 beta because we want to talk about Destiny 2 because that's one of the more significant things that's happened in recent days.
Apparently the PC options are like fantastic. It has like SLI support, HDR support, like all kinds of cool
Except
stuff.
that-
Yeah, and
except-
Nvidia's been shipping the heck out of it. So
Except that the beta doesn't have SLI support yet.
No,
I'm
obviously
not.
that's
not running
that's one of
SLI,
the
so I don't
final
really
things
care.
you put.
Yeah.
That's put in the game with optimization. So obviously.
Okay, so China Shop Rodeo asks, does the gold tinted logo mean we're finally going gold?
No, it's been gold
Lol,
for a
what?
very long time.
It's been gold for like a year and a half.
It's only
Haven't
gold
you-
because
Hey,
I'm
Wait,
here.
this person has never gone to our website because I use that logo all the freaking time on there.
Why are you here?
Wait, I need Nakara. Can you send me that image again? Because I want to post. I want to put it up.
All right.
It's in staff.
Is it? Oh, it's in
Guys.
staff. Okay.
That's where I
Yes.
posted it.
I
Doing
need this
it.
again.
I'm doing it. It's
Oh.
happening.
What?
being
What's
done.
happening?
He's doing it. He's doing it.
What's he doing?
putting it up.
I'm buying things.
Oh,
Never
God.
mind. He's not putting.
Browse podcast assets. Podcast assets. Relay. Haha. I love this image. I have to say, I think it's fantastic.
What am I looking at? Oh, that one.
We just like
That's
using
beautiful.
ellipses
Yes.
for our logo.
Eclipses.
Copyrighted content.
Eclipse Seasons is.
It looks so perfect hiding in there. It's great. I love it.
It's nice.
Hiding. Sure.
Can you actually send that to me?
It's
Someone-
it's in staff.
It's stuff.
Okay, perfect.
Post
I'm
that
gonna
up.
use it. I'm gonna use it for things.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Well
You
done.
guys could sell posters with that on there.
No, we can't.
No.
No, we can't.
You guys
We're getting a lot of trouble for that.
Nope.
We cannot legally sell posters with that.
You guys can make your own posters and put them up in your own rooms.
Yes, we can.
Oh, I could
That
definitely
I
do that.
want
yeah.
to do. Next question.
It is done.
Headclot asks, did they say when we're getting capship combat? No.
The near, I think, what was it? Chris's exact quote was, "The near future."
Soon.
And he
TM.
really
It is-
hesitated when he said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to switch it up and not say
Hey.
soon.
Flint Dragon has a good question. When can I have a relay emote for my sub? I don't know. When these scrubs finally sit down with me to discuss what our emotes should be.
The relay logo.
Yeah, I want-
I don't think you've ever actually
Faz.
asked that of me.
I have multiple times said, "Hey, let's have a meeting where we discuss what the emote should be," and everybody's like, "Yeah, we should do that." I'm
And then
like,
we don't do it.
"Okay."
That sounds
I
about
never got the dance from Eris when I subscribed. I'm sad.
You subscribed?
Oh.
I
Did you
did.
subscribe during a stream?
I did, but then for some reason the notification did not pop up. I was actually in the call, in the
really?
show, and I subscribed, and the notification never showed up
You should have let me know.
because I should have.
Well, he is now.
Mr. Jake, Mr. Pub has a question for you.
Yes. Paul, I am. My expectations were met, but they were not exceeded.
We should screw things up more and get Mr. Pub in here too.
Sure.
How to make the buster clock bigger?
Exactly.
You're going to get a bit more space because Takako's going to
Oh.
say what you're assuming.
Okay.
おやすみなさい。
おやすみなさい。
おやすみなさい。じゃあ、頑張って。大丈夫？
Okay.
See, because she's leaving,
It was
don't
cool.
like.
I'm not gonna say I didn't like it, but I don't know. Those are all things I knew were coming. I like it when I'm surprised.
I was surprised by the facial stuff.
Facial stuff
Yeah,
was
yeah.
cool, but
Facials.
it's not
It's
really
you know
a
what?
gameplay
Come on, Jake. A surprise facial is.
surprise facials. Yeah, everybody loves those.
I have to say, like, I was super impressed with
I
that
find that hard to
technology
swallow.
and them actually showing it off in real time. But I'm like, this is irrelevant to what really a lot of people want right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's awesome tech. I'm so glad they're doing it. It's great.
Yes.
But I'm like, I was really hoping to see, like, maybe something else, like cargo. Like, we've seen cargo, but, like, you know, actual cargo.
my-
I mean, we saw that guy.
Or
We
mining.
saw that guy pick up the
Can I
box
ask you
and it
a
disappeared in his hands.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what we're expecting. You get a magical box
Repair
every
would
time.
be nice.
He was miming.
Okay. So I've been
Oh,
working.
that's what it was.
I've been working on processing all of the clips that I got.
Yep.
I just now managed to get my CPU under 100% utilization.
Paul,
Just-
Paul. This all being said, I was impressed enough to spend money today. So
Yeah.
there's that.
I was
Yeah.
impressed enough that I want to spend money, but I'm broke, so you know.
I mean, I didn't spend a lot of money. I melted things. But
Like I can't really buy an Idris right now, so.
So
See,
Night.
this is...
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't think
go-
Abe-
No. Go ahead.
I'm moving on to the
Ladies
question.
first.
So you go first, and then I'll move on.
Well, I was gonna say this is why I don't like big ships, because then I don't have to feel like I have to buy them.
Why do you have to buy them though?
Oh look!
I
It's, it's Rudy. Hey Rudy.
Hi, Rudy.
Oh
So
boy.
Night Driver 353 asks, do you think they're waiting till CitizenCon to show 3.0 economy and cargo?
No, because it'll be out by
Nope.
then.
Yeah.
Paul,
I mean,
Paul,
it better be out by then.
Paul, you need to come in this call. Talk to me. Don't just give me those faces.
And don't cut Nakara in half. Just add it to the box
I'm
where
adding-
me and
I'm adding
Shiver
it.
are.
I'm adding you. Get ready.
Add him to the
God,
same box
really?
that me and Shiver are in.
What's happening?
So that way it's 3 people in one box.
What's happening? Are we adding another person?
He's
We
not.
are,
He's not on Skype, so we'll see.
Because yes, we need more cluster.
I mean,
No, it's a Fuster clock.
Fuster clock. Yes. Sorry.
See, okay, so addressing that point, like where was all the 3.1 stuff?
I'd like to see. Yeah. See. This is my problem. Continue. I'm sorry.
What?
I think
Eric
okay,
is gonna express my problem.
Here's the deal, okay? I think that the reason why what we saw today was mostly stuff that's in the game, like in 3.0, is because of the event that it's being done at.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very public.
Gamescom is focused on bringing in new players and also focused on showing off the game to the press. So they're not its focus isn't really on sometime way off in the future we're gonna have this cool feature and we have this like super janky prototype. That's CitizenCon.
Yeah, that's actually why I really like the fact that they were letting people on the show floor play the 3.0 demo, because
Yeah.
normally when people go to the Star Citizen booth, they're like, oh, okay, here's 2.6. You can kind of do like 5 or 6 missions, run around, do whatever. And then you're like, oh, no, but wait, hold on. 3.0 is coming and it's got all this stuff. And they're like, yeah, sure, whatever. But if you actually let them play that and let them like experience that this is what's coming, they're like, oh, okay. So this is what Star Citizen's going to be in the
Exactly.
future, rather
Exactly.
than like, oh, it's got some stuff in it, but I'll take your word that it's going to have some stuff in the future.
Yeah, it was.
I guess my big thing is that I really didn't back Star Citizen for a combat sim.
Yeah.
I want combat to be a part of the game, obviously, but I mean obviously I do, because about 80% of my ships are combat ships. But that being said, like I want everything that Star Citizen has offered.
The problem, one of my problems that I have is like, you're right. You didn't back for a combat sim, right? But
Yeah.
then I backed for Squadron 42, and that was it. I backed before there was anything other.
Oh,
than
I'm
Squadron
not happy
42.
about that either. But they managed that expectation, so I'm okay with it.
It's just there's so many people that backed for different things. Is my like.
I backed for everything.
Yeah.
That's
I-
the thing.
I backed
Hey,
knowing that
hey,
I'd be able
how-
to live out Star Wars.
How about that? They actually managed an expectation for once.
Yeah, good job, CIG. I'm
I'm
actually proud of you for
I'm
that
actually no. I'm also very pleased that they were
Oh.
like straight up no
one. Like
Squadron
days
42.
before the event, not like minutes.
3 days before the event, they were
Yeah.
like, there is no Squadron 42 at this event. It will
No
not be
Squadron
shown.
42, no procedural cities, and they did say no mining. But and I
They-
was
they
kinda
were-
pissed about that.
But they straight up told us there will not be these things. These things that the community are like, oh, we want to see this, we want to see this. They're like, no, you're not going to see it. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank
Exactly.
you
Yeah, it's good.
so
It-
What
bloody
we've been
much.
asking for.
It hurts, but at least we go, okay. All right, what's next? You know, it's like
I just, I don't know. We've seen nothing but combat for 3 years, and I want to
Yep.
see more things.
I
you guys
agree.
know that meme that's on like the internet where it's like that black guy going like this, managing your expectations.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
kind of like how
yeah.
it is for Squadron 42. You don't have to manage expectations if there's no expectations to begin with.
I
Yeah.
guess Paul has some salt.
Oh, I'm pretty salty too, but honestly, like, seeing a ship that I've wanted to see in action for a very, very long time and have the
Paul.
flight deck working
Bring your
was a
salt.
cool
I
thing.
feed
It
off of it.
made me very happy. And actually, you know what? Seeing Subsumption work in the game for the first time is a huge thing.
Massive.
And that is a thing they need working for the project as a whole as well. That's
And also for Squadron.
That's
Squadron.
literally everything, and also the fact that dynamic missions are also coming in 3.0. That's
Yep.
a huge thing too. That backbone, even if it's just combat missions, that backbone there is the basis for how we're gonna do anything in Star Citizen ever.
And they didn't
Actually,
talk
and
about it much.
It won't only be combat missions because they said most of the cargo is in missions.
Yeah. They did also literally introduce procedural missions too, right? They said that those are basically in.
Yep.
Like,
That's what he was just saying.
That's huge. That's like I went into Gamescom not expecting any Squadron 42, just expecting them to show us what is coming in 3.0 and beyond a bit, and to give us a bit more of the gameplay cycle of 3.0. And they didn't give us much of that. They didn't give us the cargo aspect of it, but they did give us the taking a mission, going, completing the mission, coming back, something like they gave us the other aspects of it. And I'm happy with that. Like, honestly.
Yeah, and while their lines were very kind of scripted and not really unique and genuine, it did give me an idea of what it would be like to play Star Citizen with a group that I normally hang out with, like you guys. Like, I mean, I'm probably not going to be like, oh, tangos are down, I'm babysitting the payload. I'm gonna be like, I killed that guy, now I'm gonna watch whoever's got the objective.
They actually did a way better job
Thank
of that
you.
stuff than this one. Didn't seem that unnatural to me.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
it was a lot
thank you,
better.
Rudy, for subscribing. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Rudy.
But I mean, like, it is a little awkward when that whole thing happened, because it is a script, and they've done this God knows how many times while they've had to do the presentation. So to them, it's just running through it. So but
you
at
could
the
hear
same
the
time, you've got to
boredom.
do it to show off the potential of how it comes up, because otherwise, if you just had no talking over it, no interaction, just Chris narrating, it wouldn't have the same feel to it. would it?
Yeah, there was a few times where I could hear the mundaneness in their voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's the other thing too, is they probably have rehearsed the whole thing like 100
Right.
times.
Right.
Hey Jake, Dronix
What?
wants the wave as an emote. How do we make the wave an emote?
It can't be done.
I didn't think so.
You just gotta do a
No, no.
three-parter. You gotta do a three-parter.
No GIF emotes.
Just have that. But
Well,
then it just looks like an
there's the
Egyptian.
octopus. There's the octopus out there.
Yeah, I love the octopus emote.
People do it all the time. Just do that, but with David. That's all you gotta do.
Oh yeah, Astro. Paul's got a good point. There's like, you can do GIF emotes with better TTV, but I'm not sure how they do that.
Better TTV? What?
Yeah, there
It's
we go.
a-
See,
better
look at that. Look at that.
Twitch
Look at that. Look at that. Look at
Oh,
that.
that
Look at
is
that.
so cool.
See, look at that.
Yeah.
You can totally do it.
Oh, I would love that. Can we do
There
that,
you go.
Jake?
Yeah,
Now
there's
you
a
just- now
few
you just need
people
one-
that.
Guys, we get 3 emotes.
Yeah, we've only got 3.
That's perfect. That's all we need. 3 right there. Boom, done.
Yeah, 3 right there. You got.
You
got
have to pay
Airstone going up.
$25 to be able to get David's full wave.
Sounds good for me.
Yeah, you got Eris's arm going up. You got his face, and you got his other arm going down.
Yeah, there you go. See, boom, done. We
You know what? I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed.
Someone just made a
if we
mistake.
can
That's
if we
not
can
right.
have David's dumb face be the base tier emote, I'm in.
Yes, there we go. Perfect. And then for
Can-
every tier, you get an extra arm.
Yep.
Can we just make a
Just
wall
my
of
face and
octopuses
the
in
bow tie.
chat?
Just my face and the bow tie. Someone
emote.
do
There we
it.
go. We need a bow tie emote.
You've abandoned the fez.
And then we need one that says fidelity.
No, it's a bow tie with a fez on top. It's one emote.
Oh, that's perfect. I like that. See, you're going places. You know, driving. That is. You know, not. walking.
There's a reason why the base keeps feeding me.
Also, I have to say, I know this is totally off topic, but I was thinking back to the demo. The fact that the Moby Glass is actually operational is huge.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to change the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Like even changing outfits, putting armor on, putting weapons on, managing your cargo, but also the whole health system and being able to see your health status and everything. I don't know, the entire thing, and obviously the star map is a huge thing too. That'll really change the game. It was cool to see it in action.
Yeah, I've got a bit of an issue with, and I've seen this a fair amount recently, of people coming in being like, what, you're just taking their word that they're doing this, you're taking their word that that's happening, you're taking their word that this happened. Well, at the end of the day, yeah, we're taking the word that they're doing anything, period, because that's what you do. You take people
When
at
I go
their
to a
word.
train station and there's no train and I'm about to get on, I take their word for it that there's a train coming, and then a train appears.
And,
That's
But
the
where
thing.
does
Like,
the train come
I
that's
know
from?
it's a
such
terrible
that's such a-
metaphor, but yeah, we
that's
are
such
just
a
going to
horrible
take
argument
their word of it,
because it's-
because why not?
It's such a
Where's
horrible
the
argument.
train
Because
coming
it's basically
from?
like nothing ever happens.
Well, the thing is that you can say that this assumption exists because we've seen the editor and all that, how it works. So.
Well,
I
it
don't-
could
I
just
don't-
be fake according to certain people.
Yeah, but it's kind of
It's
hard
like
to
smoke and mirrors.
fake a live demo. But you know what? To each his own, I guess. But I
Well-
mean, we've seen this assumption editor.
Look.
We've seen them do it live, like what it looks
Yeah.
like, what the pathing looks like, their decision making, the transition animations, and all that stuff between and blending. Like,
and I
If you
think that
can't
CIG
take your own eyes' word for it, then why the hell are you going to believe us? If you
I
don't
feel like
believe what you see
CIG
yourself, why believe us?
CIG have been wrong.
CIG
They have been wrong. They have been wrong basically any time that they said they'd have something done by a certain date. They are always wrong when they
The
said that.
only one,
But they are
the
wrong.
only one that
They have
they
not-
nailed one.
Yeah.
They nailed one.
They did, but they have not yet lied to us.
See,
I-
what it is CIG has spent all their money on creating smoke generators that create what looks like a video game. It's like a renderer, but it's not on a screen. It's in smoke. So, and then they get like a bunch of mirrors, so that way it makes the screen look a lot bigger. And that's what we see during Gamescom and during SeasonCon is a bunch of smoke and mirrors.
That
You know
was
what?
awesome.
Let me say this right now. I hoped the 3.0 was going to be out last year. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I had hoped that it would. I was wrong. Being wrong is
In fairness,
completely being
didn't
wrong
we
is
all
completely
hope?
acceptable. We all hoped for it.
Guys, it's an old meme.
Yeah, get over it.
It doesn't check out. Sorry.
Like, get the fuck over it, buddy.
your memes become dreams.
Don't let your memes be dreams.
Wow.
Yeah, I will agree with Zaith. The holiday stream was close to lying. That was not a stream. It was.
As in, you will enjoy this.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's not every day I can look at a professional stream and go, I could do so much better.
I think it was just a combination of them doing new tech that was untested, like as in like tech setup that is.
Like hardware,
And
yeah.
They didn't properly test it out and all that stuff. And shit happens. But you know what? At least they've gotten better. And it was the first time in a stream or a show, presentation, whatever, that it hasn't gone horribly wrong.
I'm happy the technical issues were with the demo itself and not
not the actual equipment, which for a change is refreshing. Is like, good, finally, they got their shit together. Let's keep it that way. Demo breaking, whatever, like the crash, whatever. That happens. Whatever. We didn't care. We get to see the same stuff again. Yeah. But the stream going down and stuff like that because something wasn't configured on there, and it's kind of like, come on, guys, really?
Yeah, you guys remember a couple years ago during Gamescom where in the middle of the streamer just stopped.
Yep.
And we wouldn't watch the rest of it.
Or the audio was out of sync.
Yeah, exactly. And now it's just like, oh man, the game crashed. It's not like that happens on our own computers all the time.
It's not like it was, Chris Roberts trying to explain something 3 times, crashing into an asteroid because he was looking away, and then it crashed in between them loading it,
But Shiv, that was bullshit.
That was bullshit.
Yeah,
I miss Helmet.
They know the holiday stream was a huge disaster, but everyone knows that they've improved, so that's what matters. As long as you improve from something like that, then.
So I've got a question for you guys. Do you think that there might have been a bit too much comedic stuff in the Gamescom stream if it was designed for, everyone to get people that aren't interested in the game in? Do you think that this was actually the wrong place for them to show off the facial animation stuff because it's still very early and it looked really weird and kind of janky? Or is this...
You thought that looked weird? That looked amazing.
There was a few bits. There was a few bits where the driver would look over at the passenger in the Ursa rover, and the passenger was doing like a Neanderthal lower jaw stuck out, bottom lip over their top lip kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I audibly laughed at it. It was really funny.
Like when he was picking up the mission from Miles Eckhart, he did kind of look like he found the toy that the Cutlass no longer has.
No, and it's it's tech like that. Like it's correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think any game has really actually done it where they've actually captured your face. Like I know there's games where you talk, like Arma does that, where when you talk, your character talks, but not facial stuff. So
right. And don't get me wrong. The Neanderthal jaw was really funny, but I laughed at it because it was funny looking, not because it's like, oh, haha, their tech isn't fully done yet.
Yeah.
I fully understand that their tech isn't fully done yet and it has a far way to go. I just laughed because it looked funny.
What do you think, Jake?
I have those little things. So.
About what?
Do you think they did too much comedic stuff and that would turn off the general audience?
In what?
This in the Gamescom stream, was there too much slightly comedic
goofy
stuff of the faces were kind of goofy? And
I mean, that's just the nature of the tech.
I thought it was referring to the chatter between them. I thought that was
the chatter was kind of garbage, but I don't know. It's par for the course.
Mind it. I mean, I've been after PAX Australia, anything is amazing.
Yeah, anything's better than that. But honestly, bad comms chatter is par for the course in any gameplay demonstration.
I thought this was actually not that bad.
If you expect anything else, you're kidding yourself.
Some of the comms was unintentional too, though.
No,
when he picks up the box and she's like, "You want to go first? You got the gun. No, I got your back," and then she loses him.
Yeah. No, stuff like that. That's good, but I just some of it too. I understand. You're trying to make it so you're not quiet the entire time, but at least talk naturally.
I kind of found that there were some jokes that they threw in there that were all right, like the what was it they said about checking your corners? Yes, Mom, or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
I feel like
something I would say.
Why are we talking about this?
I don't know what else to be.
Because you know what, we want to talk about it because this is America, except we're not all in America.
Most of us aren't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Most of us are not. So anyway, head chef.
I'm in makeup. Why do you think I'm wearing sunglasses?
Head chef asks, "What are your thoughts on the missing Bengal carrier cafeteria segment?"
I think it's the worst part of the demo, the fact that they didn't have that, and I am considering a refund.
I hope they're refactoring trays to be 4K compatible, item system 2.0 completely sunk in, and if I can't bring my coffee cup on my tray onto my Aurora, what's the point of this game?
I'm
disappointed in the demonstration of the liquid physics inside of our drink cups, because that is specifically what I backed for.
I would actually like to see the entire cafeteria scene be the focus of Star Citizen, it be a VR-only game, and the entire goal of it is to throw cafeteria food and trays at other people in the cafeteria in a VR game, and that's it.
Oh, hey, my Destiny 2
make
beta
it into
finished
DLC,
downloading.
and if you want to throw fruit or food or anything,
you have to
you
buy
gotta pay,
it.
you got to pay $1
Yeah.
per piece.
Yeah.
Perfect. Boom.
Yeah.
Microtransactions.
Yeah. So Idris Carrier asks, why were we not allowed to see the loading screen?
Probably because there's a ship that they didn't want to talk about on it, or it might have had the Idris on it, and they didn't want to spoil it.
Probably had the Idris on it.
Brybase asks,
or it was because they were loading in, and like in case they were on the wrong camera, they could have been on the Idris bridge.
Brybase asks, are there plans for a longer relay intro like the old one from the previous site? I miss that old intro song a little. We've got our new song. It's our new song, and it's basically the song that you get now. It's not the old song. We understand that. I liked the old song a lot, but it's the song we got.
Do you remember before we had that song? I think it was Eris, Jake, and myself. We were on the stream. Before the stream, we decided we were just going to sing it, and then you sang it, and we were like, "No, we're not actually going to sing." And you were just straight on in there. I love you.
Hey, I changed it because no one wants me to sing. I still have that. I can still refactor it into a new episode. No problem.
Commander Headcloth says to check Discord because of something about Squadron.
Yeah, he's just saying that it says it's going to release in 2017, but
okay.
I actually don't see that on the site. To be honest, I'm looking at it and I don't actually see. Oh, 2017. Answer the call.
That has always.
You know what? It's
they changed that after like the beginning of the year.
Well, hang on. Let's ask a really good question here. Is it answer the call in 2017, or is it saying that it's going to release in 2017? Because guess what?
Considering David that it used to say 2016, yeah.
Nowhere in it does it say games releasing 2017. It just says 2017. Answer the call. So
David,
answer the call in 2017.
That is garbage semantics, and you know it.
Oh, it is. But it's also it's
total
garbage
garbage,
semantics,
yeah.
but it's also a garbage bloody argument. Don't bring that argument to me if you don't want garbage semantics.
Honestly, I agree. They shouldn't advertise the game with the year 2017 if they don't know it's coming out this year.
If you look in the HTML, you can actually see that it's ready to just update to 2018 once the year is over.
I really think it's just buy it this year, in the year that you're in. Like, I don't
That
see.
is not a legitimate argument.
It is. Wait, so does like Squadron 42 have like a vintage? It's
Yes.
Like, oh, I bought it in 2017.
Well, actually, straight up,
Probably a
it
different game
used
depending
to.
on what year you bought it in.
But it used to, right? Because Star Citizen, if you bought it 3 years ago, you got it with everything, and now you don't, right? Now you have to buy Squadron 42, and it's a
It'd be really
separate
funny.
purchase.
I mean, people lose their shit over it, but it'd be actually they could do. That'd be an interesting way to do it. Be funny
Mine's
if you had
got
like
a richer flavor because I bought it a year earlier than you did. Yes.
It'd be funny if like depending on the year that you backed, it had different. You could choose different graphic levels. So you could go back to like the old 2012 graphics if you bought it during the Kickstarter.
David, do you remember "Can't Slow Down"?
No. What?
It was the song that me and you wanted to be our theme song.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
And nope, everyone hated it except for me and you. This is the best one. It's the best one. The whole list.
I-
It's
I
better
haven't
than
heard
Robot
it.
Town.
Robot
Better
Town.
than
haven't
Robot
heard
Town.
Let's be honest. Robot Town is pretty good. Robot Town
It's
was
good.
is a good.
It's good. It's not
the way-
Can't Slow Down good.
By the way,
Yeah.
folks, it took us for frickin' ever to come up.
That
with
was the thing that took us the longest.
Song was the
picking
hardest part.
friggin' song for the podcast.
It took us like 2 months to figure out the song that we wanted. Oh my
I'm
god.
so lost.
So
right
much,
now.
so much back and forth.
The name was hard, but the name didn't take as long.
Here,
The name is what?
I'm gonna do this for a second.
The name was hard. You heard me.
The song you're hearing in the background, that's Robot Town. It's our theme music. You know, so much.
I
for
don't
that.
think we're allowed to play that one.
Nope, we don't own it. Well, actually, no. I think I do.
We don't own it.
Yeah,
No.
we don't. We don't.
We do
Oh, I
not.
was enjoying that.
I know. it was
Here,
good.
here, I'll link it. You guys can see Can't Slow Down. There it is.
That was so good. I liked Can't Slow Down.
See, I didn't know that you guys had royalty free music that you used.
Yep.
I used some of the Star Citizen music that they put up for free download in a couple of the monthly
That works.
reports and used that.
We're our own company technically, so we can't really use stuff from SC without them.
Well, unless they have put it up for royalty free.
Anyway,
It's things that CIG puts out is Creative Commons, which means it has to be transformative, but we can't use it in any of our branding.
and we can't because we
The more
theoretically
you know.
earn stuff from our branding, even though it's just enough to pay for the website itself. But yeah, it's
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
wow.
We roll in like 6 figures every day.
Crazy.
No,
Yeah,
CS.
CS.
that's-
0.0001.
I don't think CIG makes 6 figures every day.
I was gonna say CS. That's not 6 figures. That's $6.
Oh,
it's about that much actually.
that's more than I thought. At least.
Actually, we do clear over $6 a day. That's not terrible. I guess.
just from Patreon.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's not
Actually,
including
we had
you
another new
fabulous Twitch
patron today.
subs.
We actually had a bunch of new patrons recently, so thank you very
Hey,
much to all of our
yeah.
Hey,
What's
guys, if
what's
you want to
Patreon?
support,
I've
if
never
you
heard of
wanna-
this before.
if you want to support us and keep the lights on at Relay, go to patreon.com/
Wait, we're allowed to turn the lights on now?
Okay.
Hey, one
here's
more
what's.
patron.
Hang on.
One more, and Jake can turn his light on.
Here's what's happening
No.
right now.
Right on.
We have clearly run out of things to talk about. So
Are you sure?
yeah.
No,
I mean, I don't know about
No.
that.
no, there's one big one that we haven't talked about
Well,
yet.
hang on. I'm trying to do another
What are
like
we going to talk about tomorrow?
Your segue sucks.
No,
Get to it.
I'm because it keeps getting interrupted. Damn it! That's why my
Yeah,
segue
go-
sucks.
Come on.
Why do you let yourself get interrupted all the time?
I
Because
don't
people
know.
talk.
Segways are kind of
Just say
cool.
what it is you want to say, Eris.
I mean, they're self-balancing motorized vehicles.
If anyone has any
We've been
last,
waiting for ages for you to say something.
if anyone has any
Just
last,
spit it out, Eris.
Jesus,
All right, let's let him go. Okay.
this is bad. This is bad content.
yeah. If anyone has any last questions before we go, put them in the question document. We'll get to them in a moment. CS, what's the last big thing we have to talk about?
Well, I think Jim actually had a question in the question thing that would be a good topic.
Yeah, it's my next to ask. So,
So
give us the
in last
questions.
4
Anyway, so
hours-
Jim asks, what are your thoughts on the performance during the presentation?
very good.
I thought performance, like, there's a couple times it dipped, but I think overall it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with CS.
Considering
there.
what they were trying to do, it's pretty damn good.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I mean, with everything that they've been showing to us on ATV, I kept thinking, oh man, performance is going to be like above par or above the usual. That is, and then the presentation today is like, and I know that it's not optimized. There's still bugs, blah blah blah, but the presentation today is like, there's the somewhat janky Star Citizen that I'm used to.
Oh man. So Star Citizen has earned about 450 grand in the last 4 hours.
Oh my, wow.
Got about $74 from me.
There you go.
I got some belly button lint. Does that count?
Definitely does. Yep.
Sweet.
Are you gonna send it to CIG?
I mean, I can go get an envelope right now if you want me to.
All right. I expect it.
All right, I'll be back. I'm not actually. I'm tethered to my desk because of my headphones, so I'll do it after the stream.
Oh, it's a lot of water.
What did I miss? What did I miss?
Nothing. You just said, yeah.
I'm
performance was
sending the
good, that's
belly.
about it.
I'm sending belly button link to CIG.
Also, someone's impersonating Jim because apparently he didn't submit the question.
No, no one can impersonate Jim. That's terrible. So the last question we have is from Rudy, asking boxers or briefs.
Boxer briefs. It's
Boxer
it's the only answer to that question.
It is actually the only answer.
Yes.
Boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs.
Oh man, I'm rewatching the Idris opening in the front and then the Gladius taking off. Oh man.
Yeah. So we will have another podcast tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Shiver is on. Jake?
What? Maybe.
Maybe. It's still a maybe from Jake. Okay. I don't know who else. I'm working on that.
I will be on the captain's table though.
Yeah. I will not. I have a family dinner to go to.
You have a lot of freaking family dinners, dude.
I'm Italian,
stop
man.
eating your family.
I'm Italian. What
You're
do you
Italian.
expect? Yes.
I thought you were
But
Canadian.
can you cook?
He's Italian Canadian.
I'm Hispanic, so
I
don't
can
know.
cook,
Your
yes.
argument doesn't hold up here.
I can cook,
I'm
yes.
American.
I'm Ron Burgundy?
I love lamp.
I ate the whole
You better love
wheel
lamb.
of cheese?
I'm not mad. I'm impressed, actually.
I'm even mad.
Shut it down.
Yeah. That's
What?
it.
Why? Why would we shut it down?
We are
This is
shutting
amazing.
it down. We have started doing nothing. We have nothing else to say or think. I think all of us need to go and process what we saw today. We'll probably have more hot takes on it tomorrow.
The hottest.
If Jake's on tomorrow, I'm sure he'll have a salty hot bacon take.
Put it all over your face.
Yeah, he's gonna put his salty hot take all over your face. So join us tomorrow for that.
Reasonable to me.
Join us tomorrow for Jake putting salt hot takes on people's faces.
Yep.
Oh god, that's
You know, normally I feed off of people's salt, but I don't want any of that. at all.
Are you saying you find it hard to swallow?
Yes, actually.
Thank you all so much for hanging out. Thank you to everyone who watched us in the pre-stream, in the restream, in the post-stream. Thank you to everyone who subscribes on Patreon. Thank you to everyone who harasses us on Twitter. Thank you to everyone who follows us in Discord. And thank you to everyone who keeps licking Jake's underpants without him knowing. It's been a great evening. It's been way too many hours.
He doesn't know it's me.
Oh,
We'll
God.
see you guys in the verse.
That I like it and I want them to continue.
Have a good
Why do
night,
you think I
everyone.
still do it.
I need an adult. I need an adult.
I don't even want to stop. I don't know want to.
Just push